I'm tired. Yo! Welcome to the Fierce Podcast. Shh. Coffee first. Now I'm ready. Oh yeah! What's up, guys? Fears. Audience fears. See, if I don't have my coffee, then I don't have my energy. The minute I get that coffee, a flowing, a rumbling, that's right, then everything's good. Anyway, welcome to the Fears Podcast. I hope you guys are all well. I hope you are doing very well, my friends. Anyway, let's check out Z-Chat. All right, lots to talk about. I'm very excited about today's stream. I've got a bunch of stuff to tell you. Anyway, so let's get a mosey in, shall we? And you know what? I feel really good today. You know, for the last couple of months, I've just been kind of bummed out. But I gotta say, today I'm feeling really good. And things seem to be looking on the up and up. All right, so let's open that chat. And you know what? There we are. Welcome, everybody. Let me switch it from top chat to live chat. Hope everyone is doing well. Today's topics. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Today's topics are Ghost of Mars review. That's right. I watched it. Lots to talk about that review. I'm kind of on the fence with this movie. Some of it I liked, some of it I did not like. Anyway, then I thought I would do the top 10 ways to die. Nobody wants to die, but, you know, what are the worst ways to die? We're going to figure that out. And then I thought the last topic, whenever you're at a Halloween party, anytime I've ever went to a Halloween party, there's been lots of Halloween, games that you play. And I wanted to hear some of your guys' suggestions, and I've got some suggestions, and I'm also going to go to the internet. The internet has got some really good Halloween-like themed games and suggestions. So I thought that would be a great, last topic. But anyway, let me notify some people and let them know that I'm streaming. Vision should be here. He asked me when I was going live, and I said around 1 o'clock. I had to make coffee. I had just finished my lunch, and I had a very light lunch. I only had like 2 pieces of toast, because like I said, I've really been trying to lose weight. So I only try and have like one meal a day. But so I try to skip lunch. So for breakfast, I had 2 slices of toast. For lunch, I had just 1 slice of toast. All right, so here we are. Yo, Visions, I am live, buddy. So come and hang out when you can. All right, I let Visions know. Yo, Yakovich! What is going on? What's up, Yakov? I'm just letting everybody know that I'm live right now. I got my coffee. A brewing. I hope everybody's got their coffee. I tried a different blend today, and this blend is pretty good. I'm trying to get rid of all my old coffee so I can buy some new coffee to show you guys. But I'm not going to buy any new coffee until I get rid of the old coffee. All right, let's see. I notified Triple. Triple said, I'm going golfing. Dang it, I wish I was there. No. You get here now. All right, and I told Larry. All right. Great. All right. So everybody's notified. All right. Well, like I said, I hope everybody's having a good day. It's been a pretty good day. Slept pretty good. Just been kind of doing some errands around the house. Right after the stream, I'm probably going to go out and I have to go to the grocery store and get some more milk because I'm almost out of milk. So I have to pick that up before I go to work. Speaking of work, last night work was pretty good. We had another easy day, I almost said 38. Another 37,000 night. So that's not too bad. Not too little, not too much. It's just like right there, in the middle. And I always tell all my fans, anything over 50,000, that's going to be a very long, hard night where it's going to be insane. Anything under 40,000, that's an easy night. And then there's some nights where we get barely anything. Like, I don't know, about a month or two ago, I told you guys, like, the lowest I've ever had is like 25 to 30,000. And like, I think a couple of weeks ago, we had like a 30,000 night. So we were in and out lickety split. So yeah. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. We started with 1 like. Now we're at 3 likes. I appreciate that. We got 2 people watching. Hopefully more people will show up. But yeah. So what has been going on? Well, like I said, I feel better. I feel better today. Things have not been good the last couple of months. I just haven't been in the right mindset, But you know what? My dad's 1 year. It was really nice. I talked to my mom. I talked to my grandma, and I got to talk to my brother. And we're handling it quite well, or I mean, as best as anyone can. By the way, I got my Forrest Gump shirt on. That's right. Like when he was running. Hell yeah. Who doesn't like Forrest Gump? Anyway, let's start this show off good with a can crush. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. And, yeah. Oh, get in there. Look at that can crush. Good old can crushes. I've got many more can crushes to go. Oh, yeah. I was prepared, my friends. I was prepared. Anyway. So I've been handling, the 1 year thing about my dad quite well. But I actually feel better, like I just needed some time, and I'm actually going to try and get up a vlog today. I really am. I just haven't been in the mood to edit, and when I am in the mood, I'll just edit here and edit there, and then I turn it off. So I've been trying to get out of this funk that I've been in. Thank you for the 3 likes. We got 4 people watching. How's everyone's day? Let me know in the chat. Yakov, how's your day going? How was work? Or are you about to go to work? When are you going to work? Dude, how many Sprites did you drink? Well, I didn't drink all of them in one day, Yakov. I drink them and then I save the cans. I save the cans to crush them on the stream. So today I've had 0 Sprites. I may have one later whenever I'm editing, but today I've had 0 Sprites. Last night, I had 2 Sprites. Yo, Visions, what's up? Hey, Visions, check this out. Oh, yeah. There it is. Can Crush Part 2. So, you only missed 1 Can Crush, Visions. Now you've seen the second one. Anyway. But, yeah. Oh, I am, Yakov. I am. Like, I got a whole big, pack of soda, and then Randall was like, Fierce. He goes, after you finish that big pack, he goes, I wouldn't buy any more for a while. I looked it up. Yes, Sprite, not just Sprite, all sodas have lots of calories in them, lots of sugar. So enjoy the can crushes while you can, because we won't be getting some for quite a while. So yeah. So once all the Sprites are gone, the can crushes will be gone. Not forever, but at least for a while. But I've been doing good. Losing weight. Like I said, I've only been having like a tiny little breakfast, and then I have one big meal. So I've been trying to skip lunch. So today for breakfast I had some toast. I had three slices of toast, and then for lunch, Visions, I had a very tiny lunch, 2 slices of toast. That's it. With some orange juice. So that's it. And then I made my coffee. So yeah. Yo, Blinky, what's up? What did you have for breakfast? Well, I just told you. So yeah. let's see. Like I said, I don't start until next week. Oh, gotcha. I remember that. Yeah, but I just got a call today for an interview at a hospital, so who knows what will happen. Nice! Well, here's my advice. Yakov, obviously you already know this, but Fears will give my forte on it. I'm sure you know what I'm about to say, but when it comes to jobs, and you have, it's better to have more options than less options, and I would take the job that pays more money. Obviously, you know that, Yakov. So if the hospital takes more than the little, small, restaurant diner you told me that you're going to be working on, then take the hospital job. But if you're going to be able to make more tips at the restaurant and at the diner, and you make more hours, more money, more tips, more everything at the diner, then take the diner. But let me and the fans know what you decide, because both jobs sound pretty good. Working at a hospital, working at a diner. I've never worked at a hospital. I've volunteered at a hospital way back in the day, but I've never worked at a hospital. But I have worked at a restaurant / diner type of thing, so yeah. Anyway, but good to see everybody. Visions, how's the day been? Visions, did we do our homework? Yakovich? Blanky, did we all do our homework? Fears did my homework. I'll be honest, I watched it early this morning, Visions. As I told you, Visions wrote me and was like, yo, Fears, what are you doing for the rest of the night? Wait, did I say that, Vision? Wait. Hang on, let me look at Instagram. I don't want to lie. Either I sent Visions that or Visions sent me. Hang on, let me go to Instagram. Anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to find out. But basically, I told Visions, I said, I'm so tired, I'm going to go to sleep really early, which I did. Then I woke up, went to work. As soon as work got off, I came home, made myself some toast for breakfast, ate the toast, took a shower, watched Ghosts from Mars, and then nighty-night. But I want to see who asked who first. Let's see. Hang on. Give me 1 second. I did. I said, what are you doing the rest of the night, buddy? And he said, yeah, that was another good stream. I think I'm done working for the day. I'll probably just lay around and do nothing. What about you? And I said, going to sleep early, and tomorrow watch Ghosts of Mars before the stream. Very tired. Got a lot on my mind. Enjoy Ghost of Mars and chilling. So there it was. So I initiated it. I just couldn't remember, Visions. I didn't want to. I didn't want to put words in anyone's mouth. Okay. All right. Let me close Instagram because I can't see your guys' comments. All right. Yakov says they're both full-time positions, 40 hours a week. Okay, so that's going to be hard. Well, I guess if they're both 40 hours a week, that's going to be hard. I would just pick your favorite then. But, I mean, it's always good to have options. What? Vision said, I didn't. I downloaded it last night and had planned on watching it this morning, but I ran out of time. That's okay. I understand, Visions. I understand. Well, hopefully whatever I pick tonight, hopefully you can watch, because I enjoy when me and Visions do the reviews together. And, well, not just Visions, everybody. When everybody watches it, because then, I get your guys' 2 cents. You guys get my 2 cents. Yakov watched it. Okay, good. Let's see. You suggested it because Visions planted the idea in your subconscious long ago. That's not true, Blinky. Actually, Randall suggested this one because he knows I love John Carpenter. So, actually, not to start any shit, Blinky, because I'm not. But Randall actually suggested this. Visions did not suggest this. Visions suggested this one, but not this one. All right. Well, that's all right, Visions. I understand. Running your own business, that's probably, it's a big thing. It's a big job. By the way, I haven't looked at your website in a while. Let's have a little look-see, before we really get started in the stream. Give me 1 second. I'll always make time for Lord Visions. All right. ExhumeVisions.com. Oh my gosh, we've got some new t-shirts. Oh, Lord. Okay. cruising t-shirt. Now, I know what that is because Visions said, hey, Fierce, check out the movie. I did check out the movie. Al Pacino's in it. Very good movie. Oh, well, it looked like a good movie by the trailer. I haven't seen it yet. All right. AXCX Picnic of Love. Oh, my Lord. What is this? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let me zoom in. Oh, this picture looks like some anime. Or it looks kind of anime-ish. I don't know if it actually is anime-ish. Let's see. What does the back say? What does the back say? Let's see. I respect your feelings as a woman and a human. Well, that's very nice, Visions. So I guess this shirt is for men that are dedicated to their females. Good on you, buddy. Good on you. I like that because you should always have respect for women, not just their feelings. You just respect a female in general. Because females, they're not like guys. Obviously, they're more sensitive. They're more soft. And we as men, we've got to take care of them. But you know what? Just in turn, actually, no, that's the wrong way to say it. On the other hand, women take care of guys just as much, like a guy like me, if I don't know how to cook, or I'm too lazy to cook, my mom and my grandma, they've made lots of dishes over the years, and I always think, whenever I'm in town, my grandma always makes them. Well, more my mom now, because my grandma's almost 90. But every once in a while, my grandma will get back into the kitchen. I've told you guys about her biscuits and gravy. Legendary. Yakov, maybe one day you can try them. Visions, you have to try them one day. So maybe the next time I'm in Missouri, I'm like, Grandma, write down the recipe, and I will send it to Lord Visions, and I will send it to Lord Yakov. You guys can try it yourselves, because it is amazing. I like this shirt, Visions. Way to go. Way to go to make some female t-shirts, Heck yeah. I don't know what the artwork is, the Picnic of Love thing on the front side, but the back side is really cool. They're both cool, but I like the back side more because I don't know what this picture is of, but I'm sure you'll tell me. But yeah. One day I will check out Cruisin' though, because I watched the trailer and it looked fantastic. All right, what's this other t-shirt? Oh, $11.99. Nice. Oh, so this must be a new deal. Nice. We got a new Exorcist shirt. Oh, nice. I may not buy that one, Visions, because that's one of the movies that kind of freaks me out. I've only ever seen The Exorcist twice. And each time I saw it once by myself, which really was creepy, and then I watched the second time. It was with my brother, me, and my dad. My dad was like, you want to see he goes, Johnny, let's forget all this Jason stuff, forget all this Freddy stuff. He goes, you want to see a really scary movie? And I was like, oh yeah, Dad. He goes, let's go to Blockbuster. My dad picked it, he goes, this one's scary. And I was like, I've heard of it, I've just never seen it. And then that's when we busted in The Exorcist. So I was like, oh Lord. So that movie always kind of creeps me out. The Blade Runner shirt, rockin'. Mm-hmm. All right, what's this new one? Let's see. Impaled Northern M.O. on Forest. I don't know what this is about. What is this about, Visions? Flames is hell, boo. Now, is this a drawing that you did, or did you get this somewhere else? I don't know what this is. Impaled Northern Moon Forest. I don't know. But I like the little guy saying boo. He's like a little stick figure guy. Right on. Right on. All right, let's see what else is on here. My favorite new shirt, I gotta say, is the Picnic of Love, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but... All right. Picnic of Love. All right, let's see. Any new mugs? Any new coffee mugs? Let's see here. One of these days, I have got to get the pizza in the cup mug. So one of these days, Visions, I'm going to buy that. And I got to get the damn, that's a fine mug, That mug's always funny. And then I've got to get the Jason Voorhees one mug at some time. And then, please help me, coffee, you're my only hope. That one's fucking great. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. Is he your only hope? Well, there it is. Black coffee, that's always a good one. But again, I would probably just buy that one just to support your business, Visions, because I don't really like black coffee. Black coffee, because I like 2 sugars, 1 cream. Always. Sugar goes in first, always. Never milk first. Sugar first, then the milk on top of the sugar, then the coffee. Bada bing, bada boom. Always good stuff. All right, let's see what else. Let's see here. Let's go to artwork, because I do like Vision's artwork. All right. Golden Black Skull. Nice. Heavy Load. Nice. I'm telling you, Visions, you got to do more of the acrylic face melt. It's always sold out. It must be real popular. People must buy that all the time. I kid you not. Because every time I've wanted to buy it, it's only $29.99. I want to get it. I definitely want to get it. So whenever it's in-house, I'm going to buy it and put it on the wall. I don't know if I'm going to put it over there. I'll put it somewhere, but I'll put it somewhere. I will hang it up with pride because, man, that face melt thing is cool. All right, let's see, any new pins, and then I've got to get back to the stream. Pins. The label pins, yeah, they're all right, but I like the pin back buttons. The pin back buttons, that's Fears' jam on Vision's website. I don't have them all yet, but I plan to at some point. Let's see. I've got to get the one that just says whore across it. It's pretty funny. Whore. You should do one that says horror across it. That would be cool. Like horror. I think the last one, let's see, what was the last one I got? I think the last one I got was Great Job. I think that was the last one I bought. I think. It's been a while. I do have the Doomed, You're All Doomed pin from Jason. I do have the Don't Give Up pin. So. All right. Well, the new stuff is the new shirts. So let's see. How many new shirts? I would say 4 new shirts. We got the Impaled Northern one, whatever that one is, and then the Picnic of Love, and then Cruisin', and then the Exorcist. 4 new shirts. Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. All right. Let me get back to the chat here. I wasn't forgetting about you guys. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me go back up. Let's see. It's when the action actually picks up. It's really lazily done. Oh, you mean the movie? Well, we'll get to it, Yakov. We'll get to it because I'm telling you, there's a lot to talk about this. Because I was sadly disappointed. Seems like Yakov was really disappointed with the movie too. Vision said, I did suggest Cruisin'. You did! You just didn't suggest Ghost of Mars. I know for a fact Randall suggested that one. So I was like, I'm not trying to start anything, Blinky, but I'm like, Randall definitely did not suggest that. I mean, Visions definitely did not suggest that one. Randall suggested this one. So yeah. All right. Let's see here. Vision said it's from an album, or it's an album. You should listen to a song. Well, A Picnic of Love, or the Northern, or Impaled Northern Moon, or both? Are they both? Are they both music? Right on. Well, I'll have a little listen. I'll have a little listen. Let's see here. Yakov says Exorcist are the best. Listen, it is a good movie. Exactly, Visions, like this. I'm watching it like this. It's just creepy, man, as hell. Like, I'm in your mother's ass, or whatever she says. She says something about being in your ass. Then she shoots split pea soup like out of her fucking mouth. It's just creepy. And then like the priest is like, "Take me, you son of a bitch!" Then the devil comes out of rain, hits him in the face. He goes flying through a window, down the fucking stairs, cracks his fucking neck. That's the end of the priest. One of these days, I would like to get a picture, though, standing on those stairs. Because I know you can go to the stairs and visit them. So, one of those days I would. Even though I've only seen the movie twice, that was enough for me. Because it's good, but it's creepy as hell. Oh, my lord. Creepiness. Let's see. Okay, so it's a band. Impaled Northern Moon Force. Well, I was wondering what it was. I was like, okay. I didn't know what it was. Yo, Richie! Good to see you, my friend. How are you? Richie, I caught a little bit of your stream last night. Good to see you, my friend. I just wanted to stop by, throw you some love. I did like the stream, so what have you been up to, Richie? How you been? Good to see you. Let's see. Yakov says, I have the damn fine mug. It's a Twin Peaks reference. I think Visions told me about that a while ago, but good on you, Yakov, for getting it. Fears will get it at some point. I will get it. Yeah. As always, Visions make some pretty cool shit, The only thing that I don't like that Visions make, and Visions respects my opinion, and I respect Visions, because I'm a Christian, I'll probably never buy any of the devil stuff. But Visions understands that. But anything else, it's a pretty fair game. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Let's see. Horror would be cooler, sure. You know what, Blinky? I don't know if I could wear a shirt that just said horror on it. But the pin would be great. The pin, I need to get the horror pin. And then, like horror, like if horror was on a t-shirt, Visions, that's another cool idea. Like either in green, like the pin is, like that puke green that says horror across it, like either on a white shirt or a black shirt. Because Visions likes to put a lot of his stuff on white shirts and black shirts, which is awesome. Or just make a pin that says horror on it. That would be cool. Because I remember you sent me some stickers that says horror on it. And they're on the coffee pot. I put those, I was like, oh, sweet, horror movies. I was like, fuck yeah. I'm like, those are going on the coffee pot right away. And I went, schnunk, and put them right on there. I think the last 2 stickers I put on, the last 4 stickers I put on was the 2 Michael Myers ones, Visions. And then when I was in Missouri, I went to my favorite, nerdy store, Slackers. You guys have seen that in the vlogs half a dozen times. And I said, this is an odd request. I said, I've got this coffee pot. And they were like, yeah. And I said, I love putting stickers on. I said, do you have any, Slacker-related stickers? And they're like, oh, yeah, we got some in the back. They said, we almost never give them out unless it's, for an event. And they said, no one never asks for them. I said, well, I love your guys' store. I said, I've been going to this Slacker store since I was 16, 17, and now I'm 39. I'm like, I love shopping for nerdy shit at your store. And I said, I can't believe you guys are still around. And they said, wait a minute. They said, you've been shopping here since I said, around that, 16, 17, 18. I said, I love your guys' store. And they're like, yeah, you look really familiar. Like you come in. They said, you used to come in all the time. I said, well, yeah. I said, I can't come in all the time now because I moved away. And they're like, oh, where'd you move to? And I was like, I moved to Florida. And they're like, nice. I'm like, it is. I'm like, I love living down here. So I got some Slacker stickers, Visions, and I put those. So those are the newest ones on the coffee pot. So right on. All right, let me scroll down here. Okay, they're both. Okay, Vision said they're both album. Okay, all right. Vision sent me a YouTube link. All right, here we go. Sponsored by Hot Topic. Well, they did give me a shirt that one time. That was cool, More like Whackers when Fears walks in. Why would it be Whackers? Slackers. All right, let me hit this YouTube link. All right, what did Vision send me?
You know what it's like when plaque psoriasis makes you hide your skin under sleeves. To have a turtleneck choking you in 92...
Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord. Okay, so... I don't know if this is the name... Well, the name of the band, Visions, is quite nuts. Anal Cunt. Anal Cunt. Is that the name of the band, I guess? Oh, my Lord. So, Anal Cunt is the name of the band, and then Picnic of Love is underneath it. And then, let's see, it's got such topics as Wearing Out Our Welcome, Fucking A, Picnic of Love, Anal Cunt, Old Stuff, Part 3, Forbid, okay, oh Lord. Let's see here. Live in New York City, 1995, okay. All right. Wow. What a name for a band, Anal Cunt. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that wouldn't be my go-to name for a band name. Yeah, we're Anal Cunt. All right. Fucking hilarious. All right, there it is. Let's see. Well, I appreciate you saying that, Blinky. Blinky says, Fears is so handsome, everyone starts whacking it. Well, listen, I appreciate that. You would think, Blinky, but sadly, that's not true. I wish it was true. But I'm humble. 2, I haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years. So apparently, I'm not that handsome. I do okay. I'm not Tom Cruise by any means. Because Tom Cruise, he's the fucking man. Also, he's kind of nuts. You know? He is kind of nuts. He's a good actor, but he's nuts. Yeah, let's get on a motorcycle and launch off a fucking, like, mountain, and then I'll fucking parachute down and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you saying that, Blinky. That was very nice of you to say. All right, let's check out this band. Fucking anal cunt. All right. I'm a little nervous. All right, let's see. Fucking anal cunt. I'm not that kind of boy. Picnic of love. All right, here we go.
I was selling flowers by the side of the road, and you came to my flower stand. I was telling you about pansies and roses.
You know what, Visions? The reason why I kind of laughed is the guy singing this, nothing against his music, he sounds a little bit like Tenacious D, like Jack Black style. I got some Jack Black, Tenacious D, like, vibes from it. I'm just saying. That's why I kind of laughed. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, this sounds a little bit like Jack Black. I know it isn't Jack Black, but it's got that Jack Black kind of feel to it. All right, let's continue on.
But you tried to grab my hand. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. 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 Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. I've let it, but it's my choice. Sorry, I'm not that kind of boy. You're missing our heart as a toy. Sorry, I'm not that kind.
All right, well, there it is. But yeah, I was getting some Jack Black vibes from that. Nice. Well, I'm going to save that link, and I'll check out some more later Visions. I will. But that guy was making me lose it. He was going for it. He was really going for it. Well, there it is. Anal Cunt. Sponsored by Anal Cunt, the band, on today's stream. There it is. All right. Anyway. But I appreciate you saying that, Blinky. It's not true, but I appreciate you saying that. Let's see. They wanted to be as offensive as possible to annoy the old rich people in their town. Really? All right. I mean, they were going for it. I'll be honest. I've never heard of Anal Cunt, Visions. I do like Jackass, but I must have missed that song. Because Vision said, I'm sure Fears has heard of them. Never heard of them until today. I think there was a song in a Jackass movie or a show. If there was, I guess it slipped by me, Visions, because I've never heard of it. Richie says, yo, Visions. Vision says, what's up, Richard? Richard. Not Richie, Richard. Richie? Visions is getting quite posh, you know? It's not Richie. It is Richard. Or you may address me as the challenge master. Yes. Let's see. Richie says, it sounds like Elmo. Yeah, I was getting a little bit of Elmo vibes too, Richie. But more Jack Black. Like Tenacious D style. Because I love Tenacious D. I don't have all their CDs, but I've got 2 or 3 of them. But I do like some Tenacious D. And then I don't know why, I was checking Jack Black's Instagram out like a month ago, and there's a picture, Visions. Probably because him and his sidekick, which is his best friend, Kyle, they're just out of their minds, but like in a good way. So I'm just like fumbling through his Instagram, and I'm like, oh, okay, what's this? And I guess this, I don't know if this is a cover for their new album. I don't know if they just did it just to be funny, but both of them have got guitars on, and that's it. So they had the guitars in front of their junk, completely naked. You don't see anything, but I'm like, all right, Tenacious D, they're naked, except for guitars. So I didn't expect to see that, and I'm like, okay, all right. Too much information. You know? But anyway, so that was pretty funny. All right, Can Crush. There it is. I'm getting really good at those can crushes. Sadly, I haven't went the distance though, Yakov, on the can crushes. I must say, Raz would wear a can necklace, like he drilled holes and put rope, and he wore the cans. So maybe one day I'll do that in honor of Mr. Rasmus. So yeah. You kind of blew my mind, Yakov. I never thought of Raz as a family man, but good on him. I'm not narking him. He's got a beautiful wife, and I'm just giving credit where credit is due. Like, his wife, she seems very lovely, and then he has a son, so good on him. And he's a dad now, and he's married. I envy him. I would love to be a dad someday and do a good job like my dad, if not better, and be married. I just haven't bumped into Mrs. Fears yet. I've met a lot of Mrs. No's and a lot of Mrs. Crazies, but never Mrs. Fears. Not yet. One tear. But there's still time. There's still time. Never give up hope. I thought I would rock the State Farm mug. I got it for free at a convention. They had a booth there, Visions, and the lady's like, "You want a mug?" I was like, "I'll take a mug." I'm like, "It's for free, right?" And she goes, "Oh yes." She goes, "You want some pens?" I'm like, "Listen," I'm like, "You're talking to the right guy. Fears loves free." So I took some pens. I took a mug. I stopped at the t-shirt though. I was like, well, I'm like, I don't have State Farm as my insurance, so why would I wear a shirt? But I took the mug. I was like, I drink coffee. I'll take a mug. So yeah. Blinky says Jack Black is hot. I wouldn't know. I do enjoy his music, but I don't look at Jack Black that way. So anyway. All right. Time for the review. So Yakov watched it. I watched it. Yakov, I do agree with you. It was poorly made. Randall said, Fears, you've got to watch this. He goes, it was supposed to be the third Escape from New York movie, because we had Escape from New York, then the sequel, Snake Plissken Escapes from L.A., and it was supposed to be like Escape from the World or Escape from Mars, but apparently I did some research on it, and I did some research on this film, and apparently Kurt Russell did not like the script, and he said, you know what, John Carpenter, no offense, I'm going to pull out. So John Carpenter reworked it, switched it from a Snake Plissken adventure to another adventure, and there's a Snake Plissken-like character. He's like Snake Plissken that just doesn't give a shit, and Ice Cube played him, and he's called Demolition, hang on, how do you say his name? Demolition Williams. And he's kind of like this, like tough guy, wannabe gangster, doing deals on the side type of guy. Loves shooting guns, going fucking ballistic. So, I gotta say, I agree with Yakov, the movie was weak sauce. Probably it was weak sauce because it was supposed to be one film, and then they turned it into something else. But I wonder if they would have stuck with Escape from the World or Escape from Mars, how it would have turned out. Sadly, we haven't got a third Snake Plissken movie. I still got hopes, Yakov. I really do. Let's hope. I'm hoping and praying, because, dude, Snake Plissken is the fucking shit. So, I was greatly displeased. 5 out of 10. And that's me being generous. It looked like they just took some scenes and meshed it together. There was a few good scenes. So, Visions, I wouldn't waste your time. I mean, you can watch it if you want to, because there is some good scenes. Like, my favorite scene is when this big, tough, like, black guy is going nuts on this, like, female police officer. And he's like, don't touch me or I will cut your tits off. I'm like, cut your fucking tits off. I can't remember exactly what he says. He either says, I'll cut your tits off. I'll cut your tits off, or I'll cut your boobs off, or so, it was. Then he like calls her. He's like, motherfucker, or he says some shit like that. So he insults her by saying, I'll cut your tits off, and then he calls her a motherfucker. But it's the delivery. It's the delivery, Visions, on how he said it. Motherfucker. And I was on the ground dying. So there's a few gems in it, but nothing spectacular. You know? There's a few good scenes, but that's about it. Basically, in a nutshell, here's the story. So, this lady is found on a train, handcuffed to a bed. So, she reports in, and they're like, well, tell us what the fuck happened. So, she's sitting in front of, like, the police squad for Mars, because now Mars has been colonized. There's 640,000 colonists on the planet. And just like Earth, they have police. So they have Earth-like laws enforced by Mars police. And so she gets back to headquarters, and they're like, why the hell are you handcuffed inside the train? And she's like, well, I'm going to tell you. So she sits down, and as she's telling the story, it cuts back from her to her telling the story. So she'll be like, well, it happened like this. And then it'll be like a fade, and then they fade into the story, and then it fades back to her. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And come to find out, she was supposed to escort Demolition Williams back to the first city on Mars. And outside the city, there's like this little colonist, like little town, like where the miners have set up shop. And they get there, and all the miners are, most of them are dead. And they're hanging from the ceiling, Visions, kind of like Predator style. And then all the other colonists have turned batshit crazy. Because apparently this ghost or this entity or this species takes over their body and just makes them fucking stare crazy. So already you're like, oh Lord, this is crap garbage. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, okay, fucking ghosts, fucking species and shit. I'm like, alright, I'm like, so Randall, no offense, but it's probably the worst John Carpenter film I've ever... Because most of the time, John Carpenter hits it out of the park, you know? Most of the time. Or at least in my experience. This time, Visions, he did not hit it out of the park. So, nothing against Randall's suggestion. There is some funny scenes in it. Like, I'll cut your tits off. I was fucking losing it. And I was like, well, that's worth the $8 that I spent on this, or however much it was. How much did I... Oh, I took the price off of it. I don't know, it was $8 or $9, some shit like that. So, it was worth it for the I'll cut your tits off. I fucking lost my mind. And then he like, motherfucker. And I was like, alright, you've already insulted her by cutting her tits off, so there's no need to call her a motherfucker, but it was fucking hilarious. That part. There was there was tiny little gems in it, Visions, but was it a big gem? Not so much. Not so much. Anyway, so they get there. All hell's broken loose upon them, and they're like, "We got to get the fuck out of here." They find some survivors. They get they fight all the deranged people, and then they get back to headquarters, and they bring in Demolition Williams, and then she trusts him now, and then she gets hurt, and then they fix her, and then she tells the rest of the story, what happened, and then they're like, "All right, you're free to go," and she's having a dream, and then all of a sudden, you hear all this craziness. The way it ends, Visions, is she wakes up, she hears all this fucking mad chaos. You never see the chaos, but she hears it, and she's like, what the fuck is going on out there? So she gets dressed. All of a sudden, Demolition Williams comes in. He goes, you ready to kick some ass? Or he says some shit like that. And then she's like, you know what? You'd make a great police officer. And then he's like, you'd make a great cook. A great crook. And then, I'm sorry. He says, you would make a great crook. And then she's like, oh yeah. She's like, well, you would make a good police officer. And then he smiles and he does the most classic line. Nah, let's just go kick some ass. And then he goes, dun, 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 fucking music. And then that's the end of it. I was like, let's just go kick some ass. I'm fucking losing my mind. So, what have we learned? John Carpenter, please, just make the movie that you were intended to make. Don't rewrite it, don't rehash it, and make shit garbage like this. You should have made Escape from New York Part 3 instead of this garbage. So 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Oh yeah, you definitely dodged a bullet, Visions. Dang, glad I didn't have the time. Exactly. So I know you said you downloaded it. I mean, if you wanna skim through it, Visions, you have to watch. I'll cut your tits off. That scene's great, but everything else pure garbage, like pure shit water garbage. But the big beefy black guy saying, "Hey, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'll cut your tits off," and then he calls her a motherfucker or some shit like that. So yeah, but he doesn't actually cut her tits off, Visions. He just says that he'll cut. I can't remember. He either says I'll cut your tits off or I'll slice your tits off, some shit like that. He says something like that, but as soon as he said it, I fucking lost my mind. So it was pretty funny. So yeah, do that voice for the rest of the stream, motherfucker. I don't know if I can keep it up the rest of the stream, Blinky. So yeah, I do like movies with booby amputation. I mean, who doesn't, Visions? I mean, that's pure horror movie, shit. So, and it's not really a horror movie per se. It's like it's got horror aspects to it. So horror aspects, thriller aspects, action adventure. I'd call it an action adventure thriller horror movie. All four of them meshed together. Just how they reworked the script, meshed it together, and it seemed like it was rushed. So, will Fears ever watch it again? Maybe on Halloween. Just to laugh my ass off about him threatening a woman to cut her tits off, And then I'll just pop it in, watch that scene, laugh my ass off for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then put it right back on the shelf. So, John Carpenter, I was expecting more from you, because John Carpenter has made such classics like Halloween, The Fog, The Thing, Prince of Darkness. That was a good one. That's the last John Carpenter one I watched. I reviewed it. With the fucking bugs and shit, Visions. That one was good. I all the fucking zombies and shit in it. That one was good. I enjoyed that one, So let's just hope that the next John Carpenter film, because I've watched a lot of John Carpenter films, but not all of them. There's still many to go. So let's just hope the next one is just a little bit better. Let's hope. Let's see. So yeah. The ghost and possessing people isn't consistent. That's very true. Very true. How would they get possessed when they're moving down the Mars zombies? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Yakov. You make very good points. Greg Nicotero did the makeup, so at least that was good. The makeup was good. And Greg Nicotero, if you guys don't know who that is, he did all the makeup for all of the later Night of the Living Dead. So he did Day of the Dead, and then he did Survival of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, Land of the Dead. He did all the seasons of The Walking Dead. Now they've got new shit going on. It's starting to get a little overkill with The Walking Dead. I've almost finished all The Walking Dead. I'm on the last season. I just bought the last season like a month or two ago. So at some point I'm going to watch the last season. And, I'm sorry. I bought the last 2 seasons. So they had I think they had 10 or 11 seasons. I'm on season 10. And then I bought season 11, so I need to watch that. I need to finish watching Fear of the Walking Dead. And now they've got this new shit, Beyond the Walking Dead. Then they've got another one called Tales of the Walking Dead. Then they have, the new one just with Daryl. So they did a spinoff where it's Daryl in Europe fighting zombies. And then the newest one is with Negan and the other girl. And they go to New York, and New York is infested. Let me see if I can look it up. Let me see if I can look up the actual name of it. So there's a lot of Walking Dead going on. Let's see. New Walking Dead shows. Let's see what they're called. Hang on. Let's see. New Walking... Well, it would help if I... New Walking Dead shows. Give me 1 second here. Okay, let's see. What is it called here? Fear the Walking Dead, Tales of the Walking Dead, Beyond the Walking Dead. Okay, what's the newest one? Oh, The Walking Dead, Dead City, which is the one with Negan and Maggie. So Negan and Maggie, that's that one. And then, let's see, what's the one with Daryl Dixon? What's that new one called? Dead City, the new series coming soon. Okay. Oh, what's the new one called? Let's see here. It doesn't say what the new one with Daryl Dixon is called. What the fuck? Hang on. Hang on. I'm trying to find it. I'll get back to you guys' comments in a minute. What the fuck is this one called? Maybe it's just Daryl Dixon. Like, The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, it is. Yeah. Yeah, The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. Okay, well, there it is. I thought it was maybe... So the newest ones are called The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, and then the one in New York is called The Walking Dead Dead City. So Fierce has got a lot to catch up on, but... Let me get through The Walking Dead and the fucking... and I don't even know what Beyond The Walking Dead is. Someone told me about that. I was like, God, I'm like... It's starting to become like Saw. If they make too much of it, then I get really annoyed. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm honed in. Once I get honed into the story, I'm like, well, I gotta see it through to the fucking end, you know? So... At some point, I'll check out all the other Walking Dead shit. Because I do like zombies. I do like zombies. Alright, let me get back to the chat. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's see here. But yeah, so Yakov makes a good point. At least Greg Nicotero was doing that zombie makeup. He's really good. Anytime I watch a zombie movie and he's doing it, Yakov, they always have shitloads of bonus features on the fucking Blu-ray or DVD, and you see him like applying the makeup, and I'm like, this guy is good at his craft, man. So, Greg Nicotero, good on you for making some classic zombies. Vision says, oh yeah, you kept bringing up the Nas Future last week. Yeah, that creepy fucking vampire from the 1920s. Oh, shit. There's a new one coming out soon. Oh, is there? Same guy that did The Lighthouse is directing it. Well, I haven't seen The Lighthouse yet. Because you guys keep bringing it up. I should get it and watch it. So, yeah. The Lighthouse was great. At some point, I'm going to check it out, Visions. I've heard good things. A lot of people in the community like it. So, at some point, I'm going to have to check it out. So, they're making another Nosfuter. Let's hope it's not the same guy that played Nosfuter, because that guy must be so old. Or, the guy that played Nosfuter, he's probably dead, Visions, because that guy made that, 1925-ish? Creepy as hell, man. He's all like this, and he's all like with his fucking buck teeth, you know, in the fucking doorway. And I'm just like, you don't even need dialogue. It had like fucking creepy music and shit, but it looks like a classic film, Visions, that I must add it to the collection one day. So it may be so old though I can't find it on Blu-ray, but if it's on DVD, I'm definitely gonna grab it. I highly doubt if it is on Blu-ray, Visions, I'll be astounded because it's so old, like in the 1920s. So yeah. Yeah, I can't remember his name. It's something like that. It's a while back. So yeah, I've always wanted to watch the whole film, and literally it's like a silent movie. Like you hear music, like a crash of lightning. You know, you hear it like all the old monster movies, like, and then all of a sudden it'll jump to another screen saying, "Here is the vampire." He walks through the door, and then it cuts to the vampire walking through the door, and then you hear the music and shit. So. That's because in the olden days they called movies that talk talkies, and then the silent films were silent films, which I thought was hilarious. I'm like, well, they're not really silent because they have music in them, but I didn't want to get too technical. They mean like no speaking. So I am a fan of film. I need to sit down and watch all of those old ones because I'm going to use a Fearsism, a classic Fears quote. Have I seen all of the old monster movies? No. Bits and pieces. I think the only one that I've ever actually sat down and watched all the way through, because they made us watch it in film school visions. I remember sitting down and watching the old Frankenstein, but I don't remember much of it. So I'm going to have to get it and rewatch it and then do a review for you. So yeah. Yeah, okay, Max Schreck. He died in 1936. See, that's a long-ass time ago. But I will say this for Max. He did play a creepy fucking vampire, so good on you. Pointy fucking ears, big buck teeth. That guy was a tall motherfucker, Visions. He had to be at least 6'4". At least. If not taller. He looked super tall in the film. Unless he was wearing, like, platform shoes. I don't know. He looked like a tall guy. So, there it is. Alright. So, there it is. Ghost of Mars. I wouldn't recommend it. Except for the I'll cut your tits off scene. Because that scene just made me fucking puke. And it made me laugh hysterically. I mean, look at this fucking guy. This guy alone will make you lose it. You know? You know? Fucking hilarious. But, dude, Visions, check out this guy's flowing mustache. He's got a pretty flowing mustache there. That fucking guy. All these guys in the background just made me lose my mind. Like in a good way. I was just laughing hysterically. This fucking movie. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Alright. Well, let's pick one for tomorrow. I was going to go with this Visions, but I've already seen this. So, I'll do this another day because I have watched it on YouTube. Let's pick another one, shall we? Let's go over here and let's pick another one. Alright. Let's pick another one. Alright. There's lots to choose from. Alright, let's see here. Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see here. Let's see here. I'm going to go with, let me see here. Give me a second. I've never seen Carrie all the way through, Visions. So, I've seen bits and pieces. So, I'm going to go with a classic. We're going with Carrie. We're going with Carrie. So, that's everyone's homework. This ain't the remake. This is the original. This is the classic. That's what I'm going with. So, yeah. So, I know John Travolta's in it. John Travolta is in it. I think that was his first film. I think. Anyway, let's get on with the podcast, shall we? So that's everyone's a cup of Sprite. There's not Sprite in it. Yak off. There's coffee. There's coffee. So don't be making up lies. You're lying. All right. Visions says that's a good one. It is. The parts I've seen, Visions, pretty good, but I need to see it all the way through. I just bought this. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't just buy this. I bought this when I was in Missouri. So I've had it for a while. So John Travolta's in it. Look at his 70s hair. His 70s hair. It's all like poofy and shit. I don't know. They loved poofy hair back in the 70s. I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me. Fears wouldn't be into the poofy hair, but anyway, there it is. All right. So this is everybody's homework. So Visions, watch this, download this, do whatever you need to do. Oh yeah. Because again, I have seen bits of it, but I have not watched it, all the way through. But I'm looking forward to watching it all the way through. Because after seeing this hot garbage, I know this is probably going to be 20 to 30 times better than this. So yeah. DVD Blu-ray guy said he doesn't think The Lighthouse was your cup of tea. I just made a joke and corrected DVD Blu-ray guy saying cup of Sprite. Because you've been drinking so many. I didn't drink. No, I haven't been drinking many of them, Yakov. Again, you guys make up this stuff as you go along sometimes. I save the cans. I save the cans for the streams. But I don't drink I've got 6 cans over here. Do you think I drink 6 cans of Sprite in one day? No. The other day I had 2. 3 days ago I had 1. I save the cans. But anyway. And that's his opinion, Yakov. But until I watch the movie, maybe it isn't my cup of tea, but until I watch The Lighthouse, then I'll let you guys know. Whenever I do a review, if I like it, I give a good review. If I don't like it, then obviously, like today, I'll be like, Ghost of Mars was not my cup of tea. There was aspects of it I liked, but not, did I like it all the way through? No. So at some point, I'll watch it, and I'll be like, yeah, I like The Lighthouse. No, I didn't like The Lighthouse. I'll let you guys know. But I don't judge a book by its cover until I watch it. So at some point, I'm going to watch it. But anyway, Visions, everybody else, this is tonight's homework. Because I want to watch it all the way through. I'm going to watch it all the way through. And I will give a review tomorrow. And I'm actually looking very forward to it. Lots of bonus features. Let's see. Carrie documentary, commentary by the cast. Carrie the musical feature. Oh my gosh, they made a musical of it. Oh Lord. Photo gallery, Stephen King and the evolution of Carrie. Nice. 2 original theatrical trailers. You know what? I've never watched the trailer of Carrie. Let's do a reaction, shall we? DVD Blu-ray said I said I could be wrong. You could be wrong, but you know what, DVD Blu-ray guy, you could be absolutely right. It could not be my cup of tea, but you don't know until you try. So I'm gonna watch it someday, and I'll let you guys know. So yeah, let's see. But I'm just thinking of The Lighthouse compared to films that you typically watch and making a hypothesis. Well, there's no need to make a hypothesis until I actually watch it, because then I'll give, the bread is in the pudding, So I wouldn't make any hypothesis until I watch it. When I watch the film, I'll let you guys know, because it'll be, it'll be straight and to the point. Yes, I liked it. No, I didn't like it. But you can't make that hypothesis until I watch the film. So let's see. You got to get on it before it becomes another sleepaway camp situation. That's true. That's true. Because then all of a sudden the sequel to Watch Sleepaway Camp will be Watch The Lighthouse. So, but I told Visions, DVD Blu-ray guy, I'm not going to make any promises, because I made a promise and then it took me forever to watch, Sleepaway Camp. We all know how that turned out. It took me 2-3 years. So I don't want to put Visions in a position where he's like, Fears, fucking watch The Lighthouse. So I'm going to say it right now. I will get around to The Lighthouse when I feel like it. Enough said. Taking years with Fears. That's true, Visions. So again, I don't want to put Visions in that situation again, But I'm glad that you guys stuck it out with me, because I did watch Sleepaway Camp, and it was good. It's a crazy fucking movie with all sorts of crazy shit in it, but it's good. It was good. And I believe I gave it a 9 out of 10. It's just crazy, though. There's a lot of shit going on there. No, I don't want another daughter. I want a boy. And then, that fat guy's like, oh, yeah. That fat guy gets his face burned off. But he deserves it. Because like Matt Man, he was trying to get on like a 12-year-old kid. He's like, yeah. And then the killer's like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not into pedophilia shit. Burns his face off with fucking water. Then there's transvestite shit in it. Then I almost said she, Visions. Then he's like sitting by a lake with all blood all over him, with his boyfriend's head, like petting his hair and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this fucking movie, man? So yeah. So I've watched it, but I haven't got it on Blu-ray yet. But at some point I will get it on Blu-ray. But there was all sorts of crazy shit going on in that movie, Visions. It's pretty nuts. I haven't watched any of the sequels, but apparently they made 3 more sequels. Sleepaway Camp 2, Sleepaway Camp 3, and Sleepaway Camp Part 4. How Angela could come back 3 more times because she's a murderer. Or I should say he's a murderer. You gotta love those cheesy horror films. Alright. Anyway. Alright, let's do this review of Carrie. Let me do this reaction. Because I don't think I've ever seen the Carrie trailer until now. So let's have a little look-see, shall we? Let's see what I'm getting into. Alright. Carrie trailer. Let's have a little look-see, Visions, and everybody else. Alright. Carrie 1976. Oh, Lord, they made this quite a few years ago. Official trailer. MGM Studio. Oh, I didn't know MGM Studios made this. Okay, good to know. Alright, here we go. Here we are.
It's the night of the senior prom. The Bates High School gym is
Already I'm fucking losing my mind because it had that classic, like, cheesy shit garbage 70s music. Da-na-na-na. So I was fucking losing my mind right off the bat.
with excitement. Everybody is there, even Carrie White. The girl no one likes.
Oh, sorry about this incident, Cassie.
It's Carrie!
And everyone makes fun of her.
So what does Carrie do to the bullies? She goes batshit crazy and teaches them a fucking lesson.
The girl who lives in that creepy house.
I mean, at least he admits it that it is a creepy house.
Her crazy mother.
Help us, any woman, see the sin of her days and ways. Show her.
Oh, wow.
If she had remained sinless, the curse of blood would never have come on her.
The girl with the strange
You know, Visions,
power.
I feel really bad for Carrie. Her mother's batshit crazy. She has to go to high school with fucking crazy bullshit, idiot trolls and bullies and shit. Damn, Carrie had it bad.
Concentrate hard enough, I can move things.
But tonight, no one will laugh at Carrie.
If you don't have a date for the prom next Friday, would you like to go with me?
She's with the best-looking boy in the senior class.
I don't know about all that. I mean, his hippie hair is a-flowing, you know? And it's blonde. So, yeah. It's way too long. I'm just saying.
She'll be voted queen of the prom.
You know, I can make sure that you don't hurt Carrie White anymore.
For Carrie, it will be a dream come true. For everyone else, it will be a nightmare.
Dun dun dun!
Carrie. A new film by Brian De Palma. Based on the chilling bestseller.
Well, I know it's going to be good because, Stephen King wrote it. So, thank God for Stephen King. Visions, I got to say, probably the best. Well, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. I love Maximum Overdrive. Fucking love that movie. If you guys have never seen that movie, that movie is fucking amazing. I love The Shining. I love it. I love all the other Stephen King work, but sadly, Fears needs to read more. I've never read a book of Stephen King's. Never. I've watched almost all of his films, but one of these days I need to sit down and read one because I'm sure the story, Visions is way different. I'm sure the book is way different than the movies. I know sometimes like when they adapt a book into a movie, it's like pretty close. They take aspects of it, but obviously you can't take the entire book and put it into a film. But they try to put as much as possible. But all of his books that were like Cujo, it's one of his books. I watched that. That's fucking great. It is great. Part 1 and Part 2. Tim Curry did a great job as Pennywise. Even the remake. I've seen the remake. The remake's good. It's not as good as the Tim Curry one, but I liked them both. But yeah. All right, let's continue on.
starring Sissy Spacek, Piper Laurie, and introducing John Travolta.
So it was his first film, because I just said introducing. I thought that was his first film. Because before this he did, what the fuck was that television show that he was in? Wasn't it Bosom Buddies? I think that's what it was. That was his first gig, I think. Right? I think. Let me look it up real quick. Oh, no, I think Bosom Buddies was Tom Hanks's. Oh, no. Hang on, let me look it up. What was John Travolta, John Travolta's first acting job? Let's see here. He lands jobs in commercials and small television roles before making his off-Broadway debut in Rain, 1972. After the show, he toured in a minor role in Grease before making his Broadway debut. What was the fucking television series? I know he was in a TV series. I think it was Bosom Buddies. I think. Give me 1 second. I probably need to narrow it down. John Travolta's television roles. Then it'll pop up. Hang on. All right. What was John Travolta's first TV role? There we go. I was right. So, Tom Hanks was in Bosom Buddies, and it said, beginning his stellar career in the 1970s, John Travolta's first television appearance was in a television series called Welcome Back, Kotter. That's what it was. I knew he was in a television series. Tom Hanks was in Bosom Buddies, where they dress up as chicks because they want to get like lower rent, on their apartment or some shit like that. So yeah. And you know what? I've never seen Welcome Back, Kotter. I've seen Bosom Buddies though. So, and I'm a big John Travolta fan. So maybe one day I should watch Welcome Back, Kotter. So yeah. All right, let's get back to the trailer, shall we? He's a good actor, John Travolta. I have a lot of respect for the guy.
First motion picture role. If you have a taste for terror, you have a date with Carrie.
Oh Lord. Dun dun dun. It looks good. I can't wait. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. So what have we learned from this trailer? Just don't fuck with Carrie. That's why you don't make fun of people. Except for Matman. It's okay to make fun of Matman. But usually don't be a bully. Don't be an internet troll like all these other fucking idiots. Because what is this trailer taught us? Apparently, if you make fun of someone enough, they'll go batshit crazy and they'll get fucking revenge. So yeah. Alright, back to the comments. Before I get back to the comments, I try to get along with everybody. Visions, Yakov, you know this. I'm surprised that I'm friends with Yakov. But I'm glad, we mended the wounds. Some people, not mentioning any names, because World War XVII will ensue if I mention any names, they make it impossible to get along with. They just don't like me, I don't like them, or they could give a shit about me, I don't give a shit about them, because they're fucking idiots. It's very hard to get along with everybody. I try, I really do. But sometimes it's impossible to get along with everybody. So, I do my very best, though. Alright, let's get back to the comments. Alright. Alright, Eddie says, Visions and Fears misses you, Rebecca. Well, that's actually false, Eddie. I don't know who Rebecca was. I know she was a fan for a while, and then she was hot on Vision's ass. But I told Rebecca at least 4 or 5 times that, Rebecca, you need to chill it on down because Visions has got a lady. And Visions loves his lady very much. Or I would assume Visions loves his lady, because Visions, you know, I mean, you've been with her for a while now, Visions. It's safe to say that Visions loves his girlfriend. So right on, you know? And then I guess Visions was like, listen, fuck this Rebecca chick, you know? And then so Visions, as a moderator, was like, Fears, I hope you don't mind. I was like, do what you need to do, Visions. So sadly, that's the reason why Rebecca's not here. I do pretty good at moderating my own channel. And so does Visions. Visions only, you know, comes in and does a moderating if he absolutely has to. But usually I tell him, hey, if I can take care of it, like if there's an idiot trolling here, I can tell right off the bat. I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't have time for your crap. Yeah, fuck you, bye, you're gone. And then I'll just get rid of him. Because my channel is all about positivity and good vibes and good view. Well, not good view. Well, yeah, good views, but I didn't mean to say that. Good vibes, positive energy, making you guys laugh, making myself laugh, making good content, shit like that. I don't have time for childish bullshit. Yeah, let's make fun of him. Yeah, fuck you. That's not going to happen. And you're gone. So, yeah. So, I try to put out good content. Or as best content as I possibly can. Because I love my loving and loyal fans. You guys know this. I love you guys. I care about you guys. Anyone that makes fun of you guys, I'm like, I don't have time for that horse shit. Fuck you. You're gone. You know. So, anyone that makes fun of me or Randall or like my friends or my family, especially my family. If anyone makes fun of my family, I'm like, oh, fuck you. You're gone. But I stick up for my loving and loyal fans. So, mainly it's not that bad. You know, I'll be honest. There's only a troll these days here and there. You know, because I don't, like back in the day, I would seek out. I would try to get revenge. I would go fucking ballistic, like on the shows. I'm getting older now. I don't have time for all that crap. So I don't really bring up their names. I don't, you know, I don't seek out revenge anymore. I'm just like, it's too tiring, you know. And they're not around as much. I'm like, good. You stay over there. I'll stay over here. I want nothing to do with you. You stay over there in your own little fucking idiot world. Just stay over there. So yeah. But Eddie, I don't know what to tell you about Rebecca. That's Rebecca's story. So yeah. Vision says that's false. Very true. Very true. Very true. Very true. All right. Let's continue on. Let's see. Vision says her mom wants to amputate her dirty pillows. I don't know what the hell you're on about, Visions. Amputate dirty pillows. I don't know. Oh, Queen of YouTube is here. Well, good to see you. It's been a while. And she says, I'm going to go apeshit at Spirit Halloween this weekend. Good. Good. I've been going apeshit at Spirit Halloween for the last couple of weekends. But you know what? I didn't go there last weekend. So, yeah. So maybe this weekend I'll make another visit. So, yeah. Someone remade the story used for Maximum Overdrive to make a movie called Trucks. Really? Oh, Visions. I'm going to have to check it out. Let's hang on. Before I get to the next topics, let's watch the trailer of Trucks. Because Visions, if it's good, I'm adding it to the list. Trucks. But you know, listen, I don't know if anything can out-top Maximum Overdrive, but if it's a funny horror movie, then I'll give it a go. All right, Trucks. All right, here we go. Oh, Lord. Trucks trailer. Do you know what year it was? Hopefully it'll pop up, Visions, when I Trucks trailer. All right. I guess it was made in 1997. It says Trucks trailer 1997. I guess this is it. All right. So is it a sequel to Maximum Overdrive, Visions? Or is it just like is it like its own thing? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I do also want to see that that one that you told me about, Visions, called The Car, that was made in 1977. It's like an all-black car, and it like comes alive and starts killing people like in a small like western town, and it almost like kills the sheriff like half a dozen times. So yeah. All right. Well, let's have a little look-see here. Let's have a look-see. All right. We'll see. We'll see what Trucks is about. I hope this is the right one. All right, let's see. Yeah, looks like it, 1997. No, it's the same story with a different cast. Okay. Oh, so they're a copycat. Oh well, I don't know if it'll be good. I don't know if it'll be good enough to add a list. Someone was copycatting the Maximum Overdrive. All right, well, let's have a little look. We'll see. I'll make my determination if I should add it to the list. All right, here we go. Trucks. Here we go.
From the short story by Stephen King.
Oh, so it is a short story made by him. So I guess he made two. So he made two stories, Visions. He did one about trucks, just trucks, and then he did one about Maximum Overdrive. I did not know that. Okay. I did not know that.
From the short story by Stephen King, Trimark Pictures invites you to buckle up. You are now entering a town called Lunar.
Morning.
First time in this part of the cosmos. Looking for flying saucers?
Why would anyone want to live in a place like this?
Dad, it's too quiet here.
So
Where something
this what makes me lose it about this type of shit, Visions. They've already made this movie. This is like an exact copy. The only thing different is in Maximum Overdrive, every machine came to life, like lawnmowers, trucks, cars, like even the ATM called Stephen King an asshole. This one, it just seems like just trucks come alive. Oh, God, here we go.
strange is going on.
Electricity is out for most areas. It'll be at least 24 hours before we can get to you.
Can't get nothing on CB. Phones are out.
What's that?
Is there anyone driving?
Trucks don't drive by themselves.
Oh, yes, they do.
Mysterious force has taken hold.
These trucks appear to have an intelligence of talking to each other. They're up to something.
And the traffic is way out of control.
What's going on? Get away from my side!
Turn up the generator.
Every day.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why remake this? Well, actually, technically, they didn't remake it. It's just the same story in a more crappy story. Like, the first one's way better in Visions. I don't know. Maybe it's like that Halloween 3 thing. Maybe it's so shit garbage like Halloween 3 that it's actually good. I don't know. Well, as of right now, Fears is not digging it, so I will not add it to the list. But maybe one day, just out of pure hilariousness, I'll add it to the list. But definitely not today. I'm putting my foot down. I'm not adding it to the list today. I'm actually kind of mad because Maximum Overdrive. Well, I'm not too mad, but I'm a little ticked off. Maximum Overdrive is a classic. A classic. And they make a bullshit version of it called Trucks. Why even make it? Why even make it, you know? You know? Why even make it? All right. Let's see. All right. I'm way behind on the comments. So, let me just scroll up here. Let's see here. Yakov says, who else is making chicken tonight? You know, chicken actually does sound good tonight. Vision says, I'm feeling it's pepperoni pizza day. Oh, so you're getting some pizza, Vision. Right on. That's cool. Nice. D-Man, oh, hey, what's up, D-Man? I didn't even know you were here. He says, oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying I was making fun of someone. My bad. I never said you were making fun of anyone. Good to see you, D-Man. D-Man, by the way, thank you so much for the squirrel videos. The squirrel videos have made a triumphant return. D-Man, I was fucking losing my goddamn mind. You know, hello, John Fears. Are you enjoying that acorn, John Fears? Yes, I am. More squirrel videos. That's all I'll say, D-Man. Listen, I love that you like to do gardening. Gardening's cool. And your garden looks beautiful. So A+ on the garden videos. But more squirrel videos. Do some more squirrel videos. All right. Vision says, no, it's the same story with a different cast. Yeah, Visions, I wasn't... Why even make it, then? Why even make it? You know? It's the same thing as Maximum Overdrive looks way better than that hunk of garbage, you know? But again, it's not a remake. It's just, they just changed a few minute details around and then called it Trucks. Oh, it's another film. No, it's not another film. Oh, no, it is. We rewrote it. It doesn't matter if you rewrote it 100 fucking times. It looks like the same thing as Maximum Overdrive, except the only switch is just trucks come alive. Who cares, you know? I don't know. It didn't look good. It didn't look good. But again, maybe one day I'll just watch it just to get a good laugh in. You know? HB says, Fierce, what's up? Oh, it's been a while. Good to see you. It's the same story. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I thought you meant that he wrote 2 short stories. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, Yakov, the way they said it in the trailer made it look like, to me it sounded like, you know, based on the short story. I thought they meant another short story, because Stephen King writes a lot of books, he writes a lot of short stories, and they almost always, you know, turn his stories, whether they're a book or a novel or a short story, into a film or a television show or, you know, whatever. So, my mistake. But you guys know what I was talking about. Because I love Maximum Overdrive's fucking great. That's kind of a perfect horror movie. I mean, it's beautifully shot. The ending's fucking great. That fucking guy with, like, the grenade launcher, like, grenade launches the fuck out of the goblin truck. And that goblin truck where his eyes glow, you know, red vision. That's fucking classic, man. I love it. I love that movie. It's fucking great. I haven't watched it in a while. I'm definitely watching that on Halloween night. I'm gonna tell you guys on Halloween night after I do like a stream. During the stream, I'm gonna select a whole bunch of horror movies, or maybe you guys can help me out because I've got quite a lot of them, and I'm gonna select at least 10. But on Halloween night, I'm gonna try and get through as many horror movies as I possibly can. So we'll see. We'll see how many I can get through. All right. Let's see. But Stephen King directed Maximum. He did direct it, and he had a cameo in it. He like dressed up as a businessman, and then he's like, "Hey," I think he calls his wife in the film, "Hey, Sugar Britches." He's like, "Hey, Sugar Britches." He goes, "This machine's like malfunctioning. It just called me an asshole," which I laughed. I was like, "Oh shit, an ATM just called Stephen King an asshole." But I fucking lost my mind, like in a good way. Oh god, it's a funny scene. It is a funny scene. DVD Blu-ray guy says, "What's up, Visions? You ready for some beers tonight?" Oh, nice! Boozing it up tonight with Visions. Well, listen, DVD Blu-ray guy, I'm sure we're going to meet one day whenever I come and hang out with Visions, so that'll be quite the hangout. Boozing it up with DVD Blu-ray guy and boozing it up with Visions. You know, maybe some vodka in there. DVD Blu-ray guy, if you've not tried Crystal Skull, we must get some. It's good. It's damn good. Visions, have you ever tried that? Have you ever tried the Crystal Skull vodka? I'm just curious. Are you a vodka guy? I know Fears is. It's good shit. It's good shit. Visions goes classic with a classic Fears line. Hey, DVD Blu-ray guy, I'm ready to go ballistic. So am I, in about a year. I'm coming to visit Visions next June or July. I haven't decided. It'll be one of those two. Or both. No, I'm just joking. I wouldn't stay for 2 months. I'm just joking, Visions. I'm going to stay for a week and party it up with Visions. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, let's see here. Halloween 3 is not shit. It's kind of shit, but it's great shit, DVD Blu-ray guy. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those cheesy horror movies that's like shit garbage, but like great shit garbage. Because I do love Halloween 3. But it's, well, what I should say, it's not as well received as all the other Halloweens, but it's so funny that it's good. Because you guys know, listen, I love it. I've got a blanket of Halloween 3. I mean, come on. I do like it. How dare you, Fierce? How dare you, Yakov? It is kind of a cheesy horror movie. Or maybe, all right, let me reword it. It's not shit garbage. It's just so cheesy, you know? But you guys know that I love normal horror movies, and then I love those horrible horror movies. Like that Visions, you have got to see fucking Brainiac. That is the most cheesiest horror film I've ever seen. I'm not going to bring up the apple scene. I'm not going to, because I've already like told you guys about the apple scene half a dozen fucking times, but Visions, I'm telling you, when you watch it, that's the best scene, because it's so fucking hilarious. You'll thank me. Watch it, and when you see the apple scene, that fucking guy, oh, it's fucking hilarious. So yeah, I like them both. I love good horror, and I love cheesy horror. So yeah, it's good stuff. D-Man says, have you seen Night of the Comet? Oh, yes, I have, D-Man. And now, Fears owns it. Because a few years ago, I told the fans, D-Man, I went to V-Stock. V-Stock was out of their minds. They're like, oh, yeah. You know, for $65, you can have it. I was like, you are batshit crazy. I'm like, I am the master of deals. There's no way I'm paying $65 for a Blu-ray. So, a year or two go by, and a couple of days ago, I went to FYE, and I found it for $20. $20. I was like, all right, that's more Fears' style. I don't understand why it was $65. You know what I'm saying, Visions? It was the same case as this. The only thing different about it is it had, one of those paper cases that go over this. And I was like, so you're basically just paying for a paper case that goes over the Blu-ray, $65. Because I remember it had the same fucking back of this. It had the same bonus features. And it even said collector's edition. So I got the same collector's edition. Minus the paper thing that goes over it. So. And I took it out because I'm going to watch it either tonight or tomorrow. So I put it over there. So, I was going to watch it tonight, D-Man, but I've already seen it because this is one of the first horror movies that Pixel and Vision suggested. And he sent me the link, and I watched it on Visions. Was it first Chopping Mall and then this? I don't know. It was one of those. They were the first two suggestions. I both watched Chopping Mall on YouTube, then got it for Christmas, because I told my mom's like, what do you want? I'm like, Mom, you've got to get me this hilarious horror movie. My mom got me Chopping Mall for Christmas, and then I was going to buy it, and then I saw the $65, and I was like, oh, fuck that noise. And then years later, I found it for $20, so I was like, well, eventually I'll get it, and now I have it, so there it is. There it is. All right, let's see, let's continue on. Actually, D-Man says, the corn is out, just waiting for the right time. Oh, get on it, D-Man. Get on it. Yakov says, The Shining has a made-for-TV movie that Stephen King likes. Really? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know they remade The Shining. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, good to know. I don't know if, the Stanley one is amazing. You ever seen the bonus features, Yakov, where it shows you how they made the film? I guess someone like followed Jack Nicholson around, and he's in his, his apartment or something. I guess the filmmakers rented him an apartment like near the set or something, and he's on the phone, and then he hangs up and he goes, why do you have to film my rice and noodles? And then she's like, what? And he goes, rice and noodles. He goes, what if you would have came in here and I was discussing business? And then she's like, I didn't know what you were going to say. And then he's like macking on the camera lady. And then like he goes, let's go into my bathroom. And then he's like brushing his teeth. And then I guess they were making a documentary. And he goes, well, you'll have to excuse me now because I'm going to go into the bathroom and take a piss. Thank you. And then he like fucking closes the door. Oh, I was laughing, Yakov, but there's some great behind the scenes on the making of The Shining, so you should check it out. It's good shit. It's good shit. It is beautifully shot, Yakov. I love Maximum Overdrive. Good stuff. Let's see. DVD Blu-ray guy said, I've had it, Fears. Not a huge fan. What? How dare you deny the Crystal Skull vodka? Well, you know what? That's okay, DVD Blu-ray guy. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I don't like having it in my bar because the bottle is an awkward shape. I mean, it is a skull. That's pretty cool that you own a bar, DVD Blu-ray guy. Well, Visions, but we're going to have to add that to the list. I did not know your friend owned a bar. That's pretty fucking cool. We'll have to go to DVD Blu-ray guy's bar and check it out. That'd be cool. Wait, is that where you took Gothic King Cobra? Did you take Gothic King Cobra to DVD Blu-ray guy's bar? And he was casting spells. Oh, wow. So he was casting spells at DVD Blu-ray guy's bar. I mean, DVD Blu-ray guy, you should be honored that, 1, Gothic King Cobra made an appearance. 2, he was casting weird spells upon people. Well, I promise I won't cast any spells because Gothic King Cobra, as much as I like the guy, he's a little weird. Casting spells, putting mayonnaise on pizza and grilling pizza and different concoctions, barbecue sauce on a fish and all sorts of fucking madness. I don't know. But, God bless the guy. God bless him. Let's see. So there it is. Let's see. Vision says, cheese, yes please. There it is. Exactly, buddy. You gotta love those cheesy horror movies. Oh, you mean cheese on your pizza, Vision? Well, I mean both. Both, Cheese on the pizza and cheesy horror films. Hell yeah. Alright, Yakov. I shouldn't have said that it was shit garbage. I meant to say it's so cheesy, it's great. That's what I meant. You know what I meant, Yakov. You've been watching me for years. You know what I'm talking about. But I do love Halloween 3. Fears, will you tell a story about haggling for a lowball deal with a convention vendor? That's kind of a usual thing, Blanky. But I will tell a story. All right. So the latest convention I was at, you guys will see probably the best deal. I go to haggle with the guy, and he went, Fears, you do not even have to haggle. I went, well, why is that? He went, Fears. He goes, I know you've been looking for this comic book for quite a long time. If you guys have never seen the hilarious, cheesy comedy Meteor Man, they only made like 7 or 8 comic books, and I've always wanted number 1. And he went, Fears, he goes, you're such a cool guy. I love your videos. I love your streams. And he goes, I love your energy. He goes, I love how you take a negative, you have an I almost said ACDC, hilarious, attention deficit disorder, and you just take all that raw energy and just harness it into a good show, into a good vlog. I said, I just try and turn a negative into a positive. I said, God bless me with shitloads of energy, so why wouldn't I use it for good? And he went, yeah, he goes, that's what I'm saying. So he said, I just went online, and I found it for you, Fears, and I watch your streams all the time. And he said, I knew you were coming to Jeff's show. And he goes, if you wouldn't have came by my booth, I would have hunted you down and just gave it to you. So I was about to haggle. I said, wait, you've got it? And he went, oh, I've got it, Fears. And he pulled it back, Blinky. And he went, Fears, issue 1. So I don't know if it was a reprint of issue 1. Most likely it was a reprint. I forgot to ask him if it was the actual comic or if it was a reprint, but it said 1 on it. So I don't know if it's the actual one or if it's a reprint. It's most likely it's a reprint, but I've got the first issue of Meteor Man. And he went, Fears, I've got it. And I even filmed it. So you guys will see me talking about this deal in the vlog when I get off my ass and finally edit the vlog. So I would say that was my best deal to this day, Blinky. 0 haggling. And he went, Fears, just take it. I went, dude, you are the fucking man. I said, you did not have to do that. I said, how much was this fucking comic? And he goes, Fears, you don't want to know. So I appreciate that guy buying it for me, giving it to me, because I've been looking for that comic for probably the past 5-6 years. It's been a long hunt. And then for a fan to buy me one, I was like, dude, you are the fucking man. So you guys will see it in the vlog when like I said, when I get off my ass and finally edit it. So that's probably the best deal, but that's probably the best haggle deal because I didn't have to haggle at all, and that's the lowest deal possible, Blinky, for free. Because normally whenever I haggle with them, it's always the same shit. Oh, what, you're thinking $10, I'm thinking $3, you know? So, but yeah. So he was a very nice guy, and he gave it to me for free, and I can't thank the guy enough. That it was pretty fucking awesome of him to do that. Like I said, I've got great fans and friends, and some of my fans have turned into good friends, like that guy at the convention, Visions, Pixel, Yakov, everybody else. You know, you guys are great. I love all my fans. You guys are amazing. You know, you guys are awesome. Let's see. Yeah, it's a good movie on its own, but as a Michael Myers movie, DVD Blu-ray guy, because nobody, and the reason why I did so bad is because everyone was expecting, when it says Halloween 3, they're like, oh, all right, we've seen Michael in Halloween 1, we've seen Michael in Halloween 2, so everyone was hoping, all right, Halloween 3, Michael, you know, makes a triumphant return, and then the only time, but Michael does make a cameo, he is on the television. So, like, he's kind of in there, but he's kind of not in there. So everyone was expecting Michael, and then no Michael. You know? But I understand what John Carpenter was trying to do. Because when you watch the bonus features, there's an interview where John Carpenter said, well, I thought, you know, Michael was done. He goes, and I thought bringing back the same character, he goes, well, people are going to get bored of Michael. Yeah, he's a fucking guy in a mechanic suit, you know, white mask, and he kills people. All right, we've done that, you know, we've been here, we've done that. Time to move on. So he said, but then he said, oh, well, I've got an idea. How about every single Halloween film? It happens on Halloween night, but there's always a different concept. So I get what he was trying to do. If they would have just called it Season of the Witch, it probably would have done better. But because they called it Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, everybody was expecting Michael. That's why in Halloween 4, it's called Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, because they said, oh shit, we made a big mistake. Time to bring back Michael. Yeah, we made a boo-boo. All right, time to bring him back. All right. So yeah. I like when Fears just calls people by their first name. Well, the reason why I do that, DVD Blu-ray guy, is sometimes I don't know people's last name, you know, and it's kind of hard to tell because when you're talking to someone online or offline, sometimes at conventions, people don't say their last name. They're just like, hey, I'm Bill, I'm Ted, I'm Harry, whoever, you know. And then nobody uses their real name, you know, in the chat. You know, I still don't know Vision's name. I'm going to find out next year. Because obviously, your name is not DVD Blu-ray guy, you know? When we get to your bar, you know, you're going to have a normal name. Hey, I'm Ted, I'm Jeff, I'm Kenneth, you know? And Visions is probably going to have a normal name, like mine. I have the most generic name of all time, John. I'm John, my dad's John, my grandfather was John. If I have a son, he'll probably be John. One of my mom's brothers, his name is John. There's a lot of Johns in our family. I mean, I'm honored to be John, but at least I've got a cool, kick-ass last name. I just got blessed with a horror movie last name, Fears. And I remember in high school, DVD Blu-ray, hey, Fears, how did you get so lucky? I'm like, it's my family name. I didn't come up with it. Centuries ago, you know, because the Fears family name goes back. My dad was in charge of the family tree before he died, DVD Blu-ray guy. And I've seen the whole family tree, and my dad dated the first Fears back to the medieval time days. So, I don't know how he got that information, but he got together with a bunch of family members. My dad got together with a bunch of family members, and they just did a bunch of research, and the Fears name, it does come, it's a British name. That's why it dates back to the medieval time days. And it makes sense because my dad married a British woman. But even before my dad got married a British woman, I was like, that's pretty cool that our family comes from England way before my dad married a British lady. So, and my dad showed me a long time ago the Fears family crest. So I got to see some of that because I was very intrigued. I was like, I've never seen the crest. I didn't know our family name dated back to like the medieval time shit. So it was pretty cool. I haven't seen it in a while though. My dad showed it to me that a while back, like way before he got sick, DVD Blu-ray guy. So yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I do that. All right. Oh, like when I said Stanley. Well, I mean, everybody knows. That's another reason why I did a DVD Blu-ray. Is because everyone knows that Stanley, made that film. So I just shortened it. I mean, that is his name, Stan makes some good flicks. Oh, he does. I mean, The Shining is fan-fucking-tastic. It's really good. I remember when I watched it for the first time, it was fucking scary as hell, man. Now you know what's coming, so it's still good, but I'm like, well, it's not as scary because I know where all the jump scares are. I know where it all is. Speaking of jump scares, boy, did we have some good jump scares when Fears was playing those video games. Visions, Yakov, Blinky, you guys rate. Put it in the chat. What was your guys's... Well, you can put both. What was Fears' best jump scare, or what was your favorite? I want to hear from the fans. Put it in the chat. What was your favorite jump scare of all time? Out of all the games I ever played, with Sam. Put them in there. All right. Thank you for the 5 likes. We got 5 likes. I appreciate that. Let's see. Vision says, no, we drank at Frosty's. Oh, well, I mean, since I didn't know your friend owned a bar, so I thought, Visions, you took him to, your friend's bar. That's cool. Cobra had 2,000 plus people watching his live stream last night. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't have anything against the guy. It's just his food concoctions. I have a weak stomach already to begin with, so I cannot be... Sometimes... I've seen some of his videos, Visions, not everything, and I've checked out some of his live streams here and there. So he's not a bad guy. Just is sometimes the food videos, they're just not my cup of tea. He is funny in his lives though. He's pretty funny. So it would be kind of an honor to meet him. So yeah, mayonnaise fish pizza sounds like it would cast a spell on your taste buds. Oh, it would. It would. I bet he was upset after that. Well, listen, why would he be upset with having 2,000 plus fans? I mean, that's a lot. I doubt Fears will ever have that many people watching my live streams. The most I've ever had is like 30 plus people, and I was pissed. I actually took this live stream down. I don't remember how it started, Visions and everybody else, but some idiot troll pissed me off, and I was like, that's it. I'm fucking done. I can't take live stream anymore. I came on and I went ballistic for 30 minutes. I was like, fuck this motherfucker. I've had it. Fuck this, this troll. I don't even remember who pissed me off. It was one of the idiot trolls, of the 10 trolls that I have. It's always the same fucking, 10 idiots. And I just couldn't take it anymore. And I said, fuck streaming. Fuck them. I'm done. You can fuck off. And it was up for a while. And then when I created my vlog channel, I was like, I'm taking all those insane live streams down. That's not what my shows are about. That's not what my vibe is. Fears is a happy-go-lucky guy. I'm not putting up all that anger shit on my channel anymore. Fuck all that shit. And I went through and took all that shit down. Now, I know they've got them saved in their fucking archive somewhere, but at least it's not on my channel. But why would he be mad of having 2,000 plus fans? I don't understand that. I wish I had 2,000 plus fans, I mean, I've got, like on the main channel, I almost have 3,000 fans, but 2,000 people has never watched my live stream. Like I said, the most I've ever had ever. On a good day, it's usually around 10 or 11 people. Like today, I've got 10 people watching. That's good. But on a bad day, I only have like maybe 3 or 4 people. But I'm just honored that people watch my show even to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. All right, let me scroll down here. The hooch evened him out. Did it? Well, I cannot wait to hear all the King Cobra stories, Visions, when we hang out, because I'm sure you guys had some nights, you know. I remember you told me one story, he just kept continuously, like, casting spells, and you were just sitting there across the table like, what the fuck's going on? So there it is. I can't wait, buddy. I can't wait to hear all the stories. Oh, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right. DVD Blu-ray guy says, the best haggling you've ever done involved no haggling. Yeah. Well, and I was surprised because I was like, well, I was seconds away, you know what I'm saying, DVD Blu-ray guy. And I was like, all right. And I think it's either off camera or on camera where I'm like, well, how much? And he's like, Fears, I love you, man. He goes, you're such a cool fucking guy. I love your energy. He was the nicest guy, one of the most nicest guys I've ever met at a convention. And he comes to Jeff's shows, not all the time, DVD Blu-ray guy, but almost always. And his booth, he sells a lot of cool shit. He sells like old and new comics. I mean, old ones, like from the 40s, you know. And then, like, new shit, like all the new Captain America, all the fucking Iron Man shit. And then he sells, like, old, vintage, like, those metal toys, like, from the 40s and 50s, like, you know, the old metal, like, toy cars and shit. So it's a little bit of new and a little bit old. He's a very nice guy. I forget his name, though. So I apologize. I say his name, though, in the video. So as soon as I watch the video, I'll remember. But he was the nicest guy. He's got a family. He's got a wife. His wife was there. I believe he has... Oh, I forgot it. I know he has children because his children was at the convention and his children were helping him run his booth. I think he has 2 sons. It's either he has 2 sons or a daughter and a son. But he brought his whole family. Nicest guy ever. Very, very nice guy. And I told him, you do not have to get me that comic, you know. And he's like, Fears, I want to. He's like, I love your fucking channel. He goes, I wish you had more viewers. I said, it's hard to get viewers, man. I said, you know, he goes, well, yeah. He goes, I've been watching for years. It took you forever to get, you know, 2,000 or 1,000 on each channel. I said, it does. I said, but you just have to keep, you know, cranking out that content. And I said, eventually I had 1,000 on both. And he's like, hey, man, congratulations on being monetized. I'm like, I appreciate that, buddy. I'm like, that took forever. And he did ask, because right around when I met him, I think is when I got monetized. Because that show was just a couple of weeks ago. And I've been monetized for, what, now 2 months now? So he congratulated me on that. And I was like, hey, man, I appreciate that. And then he's like, have you got a lot? I said, every once in a while I get a super chat here and there. I tell my fans they don't have to, but I appreciate it every time they do it. And he's like, well, Fears, he goes, every time someone does it, you shout them out. I said, well, yeah. I said, why wouldn't I? I said, they're spending their hard-earned money to get a shout-out. Fuck yeah, I'll give them a shout-out, you know? I told my friend at the convention, DVD Blu-ray, I said, I would be a bitch if I didn't, give someone a shout-out, you know? Plus, they would be pissed, you know? Like, all right, well, I paid money for a shout-out, and, you know, fuck Fears, he didn't give me a shout-out. That will never happen. I will always. So even if I had 2,000 fans, I would sit here all fucking day, and I would shout everyone out that gave me, you know, a super chat or a super sticker. It would take a long time, but I would. But yeah, because that's how much I care about my fans. And he's like, Fears, that's great news. I was like, it is. I said, it took a long time to get monetized. And then he was like, well, are you going to try and get monetized on the main channel? I said, well, that's going to take a long time. I said, because I don't do as much streaming on that. But I said, at some point I would like both channels monetized. But I said, it's cool that I have at least one of them monetized, you know? So he was a nice guy. Still is a nice guy. He's a great guy. All right, let's continue on. Alright. DVD Blu-ray guy says, I don't even know if Vision's real. That's not true. You guys are buddies in real life. Of course you know his real name, you know? Randy actually made a joke the other day, Visions. He's like, Fears, what if, like, when Visions picks you up at the airport, what if you turn on the camera? Because I told Visions, I know you're kind of behind the scenes guy. Visions, if I come all this way, we've got to get you a couple cameos in the vlog. And then Randall's like, Fears, what happens if this happens? And I was like, what, Randall? He goes, what if you get there? And he's like, Fears, I'm not telling you my real name. It's just Visions the whole week. I was like, Randall, he'll probably tell me his real name. He goes, yeah, but what if he doesn't, Fears? I'm like, then that would be fucking hilarious. I'm like, then the mystery would continue, Randall. I'm staying in the guy's home. Yeah, Fears, it's just visions. All the time, all the time. And I'm like, well, there it is, Randall. I'm like, I can't force anyone to do anything. So I'm like, if he doesn't want to give his real name. If you do, though, visions, obviously I'm going to protect your identity, and I will not say it in the vlog. And Randall's like, that would just be funny, Fears. And I was like, Randall, that would be fucking hilarious, you know? I'm staying in someone's home, and I don't even know their real name. And then all of a sudden, like, Vision's like, looks at his girlfriend. Don't tell Fears, your real name. So I'm like, all right. I don't know Vision's real name. I don't know his girlfriend's real name. Rad. Staying for a week. Yes. So I said, Randall, I said, if that does happen, I said, I'm sure it won't. But I said, if it does happen, I said, I'll just laugh it off and I'll just say something funny about it in the vlog. And he's like, Fears? He's like, wouldn't that be hilarious? I'm like, Randall, it would be legendary. But I said, Visions is a nice guy. I'm sure he'll say his real name. So yeah. Let's see here. Vision says, just don't call me late for dinner. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Listen, Fears is a foodie. When I get hungry, I'm ready to rock and roll. You know, I am ready. So I hear you. Yo, Rezzy, good to see you. Blinky says Fears Factor. Fears Factor on what? I don't know what you're on about. Anyway. Rezzy, how you doing? Good to see you. Rezzy, I had Sega on yesterday. Good hanging out with Sega. Sega wrote me and said, hey, Fears, when's the next time we can be on? I said, like I said, Sega, I said, in about 3 or 4 weeks, I said, I'll get you on again, you know. I try to get as many of my friends on. Visions, I gotta get you back on, man, because every time Visions comes on and hangs out with the guys, we always have a blast. Vision, the last time that you were on, man, we were hanging out. We had Pixel on there. You were on there, Visions. I was on there. I believe Sam was on there too, and Rand. I mean, we had all the guys, you know. So it was good times. It was good times. All right, wham! Raz would be so proud, and I'm actually proud of Raz. You know. Yakov really blew my mind. Because I don't, nothing against Raz. I never saw him as a family man, but I'm like, that's fucking cool, man. I'm like, got a cool wife. And listen, so Yakov, I mean, if you still talk to Raz, just tell him I'm giving him credit where credit's due. His wife is pretty cute. I was like, nice. I'm impressed, So yeah. So I'm happy for him. I'm glad everything's going really good, because he had some low times, man, like getting involved with drugs, and drugs is never good, so I'm like, well, don't do that, But I hope he goes back to culinary school. All right, Vision says, probably the one that's my favorite was the early ones when they were genuine. Well, Visions, let me just say this. Every single one of them were genuine. So I don't know if someone's telling you tall tales, Visions. Every single one of those jump scares were genuine. I never faked any of them because I didn't know what was coming. My favorite was when I've got 3 favorites because they were so legendary. The first one, when the old man with the glasses out of Resident Evil comes barreling through the fucking wall. I'm like, oh, fuck me, shit. I had no idea he was coming through that fucking wall. The second one was in number 7 when the old, crusty old bitch comes flying through the window, and you can tell that Sam knows it's coming because his eyes go from here, and he kind of looks out of the corner of his eye. I didn't see him do that. So I'm walking up the fucking stairs. I got the shotgun ready to go. She comes barreling through the window. I'm like, oh, shit! And I grab onto Sam's shoulder. I mean, I almost had a heart attack. And then I paused it, and you see my head, go down into my legs, and I'm like, that scared the shit out of me. It did. It scared the absolute living shit out of me. And then I look over at Sam, and I'm like, you trying to give me a heart attack here? And he's like, oh, Fears, that was fucking great. I'm like, it's great now, Sam. Oh, that one scared the shit out of me. And then the third one that's my favorite is when we were playing the mortuary assistant, and I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was some black, entity. He's a full black figure, and I'm typing on the computer, and you just see him, way off in the distance, and I didn't even see him off in the distance, and he goes from here to, right here, and he zooms up in my face, and I'm all like, oh, shit. And then I remember Sam's like, well, what are you going to do, Fears? I'm like, I'm going to creep around the table and check him out. And he just would turn like this and then turn back, and he had red glowing eyes. Those three are my ultimate favorites because I was like, that Mortuary Assistant, it was good. But man, that was like one of the most creepiest video games I've ever played. Probably because Sam told me, well, Fears, it started off as a computer game. And I learned from Sam, apparently the computer games, they're more nuts. They're more crazy. They're more scary. And then they turn the computer games into a video game. So then I walked around the desk, and I'm all like I'm just kind of staring him down. And he would just look like this and then just follow Fears. And I'm like, this fucking guy. I'm like, leave me alone. If I had to pick a fourth one, probably when we were playing Outlast, where the guy was walking through bloody, shitty water, and he was in his boxers. Why? I don't know. He was just in his boxers, Visions, with the fucking piece of plywood with the fucking nail through it. And I'm trying to do something, and then he just comes out of the fucking darkness, and I pause it, and he's all like this, about ready to hit me. That's probably the fourth one that scared the shit out of me the most. But every single one of them was genuine. So, Visions, if someone is telling you false tales, that they weren't genuine, I swear to you, I would not lie to you guys. Every single one of those jump scares was genuine. So, yeah. Oh, okay. My mistake, Yakov. Well, DVD Blu-ray guy said he had a bar. I didn't know it was a personal bar. I'm sorry, DVD Blu-ray guy. I thought you meant like a bar, like an actual business establishment. My bad. Apparently, it's just a personal bar in his house. All right, good to know. So, yeah. D-Man says, that's a cool coincidence that your family name came from England and your dad married an English woman. Yeah, I didn't know that because I was like, well, Dad, I'm like, is that because, and my dad's like, no, he goes, just when I did my research, that's where it comes from. It comes from Europe. So, I don't know if it's actually England, but I remember my dad saying Europe. But I'm pretty damn sure that it was England that my dad said. Because this D-Man, it was a while ago. This was like, my dad showed me this like 9 or 10 years ago. Like way before my dad got sick. Because my dad got sick when he was like around 47. So, yeah. D-Man, I don't know if you heard my dad's 1 year. He's been gone for a year. That just passed. It was on the 16th. So, I did not stream that day. That was a difficult day. So, yeah. It was pretty difficult to go through all that crap. So, yeah. Let's see. The one with the ghost lady where you scream so loud, jumped in your pants and almost crapped them. Ghost lady. Oh, yeah. I know which one you're talking about, Blinky. That was in Mortuary Assistant, where I'm walking down the hallway. And me and Sam, you know that little Halloween pumpkin? We were fucking around with that Halloween pumpkin. I'm like, hey, Sam, take the Halloween pumpkin and put it on the fucking dead body. And then I walked down the hallway, and then I turned. And then all of a sudden, this ghost lady appeared on this side. I didn't know she was behind me, right? And I'm looking at what Sam's doing. And then as I turn, she is right in my face. And I think, wasn't she had a rope around her neck, right, Blinky? And she was like just kind of hanging there. And I'm like, oh, shit. So, yeah, that's another good one. But they were all legit. I never faked any of them. I would never fake anything for you guys. Never. What you see with Fears is what you get. And some of those, not all the games that we played were scary, but I'm telling you, I'd say the 3 scariest games that I've ever played, all 3 of them were with Sam. Mortuary Assistant, Outlast, and then Resident Evil 7. But I loved Resident Evil 7. And you know what? I even liked Resident Evil 7 a little bit more than Resident Evil 8. I liked Resident Evil 8, but not as much as Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7, that was my shit, man. I would play it again. With my friends or by myself, I would play it again. Hell yeah. I would stream the whole thing. Oh yeah. Vision said, he's not a bad guy, but he's definitely a gothic bad boy. Oh, I never said King Cobra was a bad guy. But yeah, he's definitely gothic. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's rocking it out, Visions. No. Yeah, I have nothing against gothic King Cobra. Just his food concoctions, they just make my stomach a little queasy. But I never said he was a bad guy. He seemed like a cool guy. Yeah. Alright, let's continue on. A troll sent the cops to his apartment again. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Girl Gamer says, I've never seen your jump scare. Oh, well, Girl Gamer, I've got them all. Resi, I've got them all saved. Go back and watch all the streams that me and Sam did. Almost every single time we did a stream together, there was a jump scare. Unless like we played like the old games like Donkey Kong and we played like Super Mario Brothers 3, then there wasn't a jump scare. But most of the Resident Evil games, there's at least 1 or 2 jump scares. The Outlast one, there's a lot of jump scares when we played Outlast, and the Mortuary Assistant. So, yeah. Blinky said, sounds like the comic book dude really liked it. He's a really nice guy, Blinky. I forget his name, but he's a family man. He loves the videos, and he's a big time fan. And he was a really nice. He was a really nice guy, very nice guy. And like I said, he comes to Jeff's shows all the time. I forgot his name. Vision says, you know what, Fears? I'm going to go a step further. I will be hiring an actor to pretend to be me. Oh, shit. Nice. See, that would even do a one-up, Visions. I'd come back from the trip, hey, Randall, I never even met Visions. And then Randall's like, what the fuck are you talking about, Fears? Well, I just hung out with an actor for a whole week. Visions, actually, that wouldn't be good, because I want to hang out with the real you, man. You know? I would be like, what? I spent all that money. You wouldn't do that to me, Visions. I know you're playing around. I cannot wait to meet the real Visions. I want to put that mini golf degree to the test, my friend. Bring the lady out, Visions. We're going to be mini golfing it up, buddy. Oh, yeah. I'm throwing the challenge out, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, let's continue on. I'm just trying to catch up with the comments before I go on to the next topic. Let's see. No, it's not R.I.P. Visions. Pixel will be back. He just really crossed the fucking line. And we talked about it, and he was like, Fears, you know what? He goes, I'll be honest. He goes, I was trying to get a reaction. I was like, why? I said, why even start shit, man? And he's like, oh, I was just trying to be funny. But he goes, I knew that I went a step too far. I said, yeah, man. I said, my channel is all about good, positive vibe. I said, I don't want to do that shit. I said, I don't want to block you. You know, I said, because we're buddies. But I said, I just need some time, man. So he'll be back. It's not R.I.P. Visions. I promise you, he'll be back. I promise you, he'll be back. Anyway. Eddie says, you know what, Fears? You are better at crushing cans. Well, I didn't know even Richie was crushing cans. Was he? I mean, I try to watch a lot of Richie's content, but there's so much content, you know. I try to watch as many, in the community as possible. I watch a lot of LC, a lot of Richie. I watch some Tommy NC 2010. Watch a little Sega, Try to keep up with everybody and make my own content at the same time. So, I didn't know that he crushed cans. Well, good on Richie for crushing those cans. Well, Eddie, I try my best. I try my best to crush a can here and there, in memory of Raz, All right. Rezi says, my best jump scare was in Home Sweet Home. You saw Sega playing it, like hiding in the locker. Oh, yeah. I never knew what that game was called until you started playing it, Rezi and Sega. It's like some crazy Chinese girl, I assume Chinese, maybe Japanese, I don't know for sure. She's got like a switchblade knife or a razor blade or something, and she just goes batshit crazy. I guess you're in a school, Rezi, because of the lockers, and you have to hide in the lockers away from her, and you have to survive. And I was like, this shit is nuts. So I would play it, but I would probably get a couple of good jump scares out of that one too, because she hunts you down, and she will not stop until she, fucking kills your ass. And Sega was playing. Sega died a few times. I saw when you played it a couple times, Rezi. Not every single time, but I saw you a couple times. And she gets faster, too. She'll start off a little slow, and then when she sees you, she's, running around like crazy. And I never knew the name of it. So the name of it is called Home Sweet Home. You know what? Let's do a trailer reaction. because I've never seen the trailer of it. Let's have a little look-see. Because that Japanese lady, or Chinese lady, and I remember she wears a white shirt, and she wears like black shorts, I guess, and she's got the razor blade or the switchblade knife or whatever, and she is running around just killing your ass. It's pretty nuts, pretty nuts. All right, Home Sweet Home trailer. I don't even know when they made this game. Oh wow, 2013. So it's been around for a while. But sadly, Fears has not ever played it. I've seen people play it, but I've never. So maybe one of these days I'll have to get on it. That's another thing I am looking forward to, Visions, playing some video games with you. All right, Home Sweet Home official trailer. Oh my lord, this thing looks nuts. All right, here we go.
What happens next could change both of our lives.
I can tell.
Every episode
He's not getting away with this.
of your favorite dramas.
I am a deputy U.S. Marshal.
Let's have a look-see.
The Rookie, Sons of Anarchy, Law and Order, SVU.
Proceed with caution.
Because I'm telling you, Rezi, this game, when I saw you guys play it, it looked amazing. The graphics looked fantastic, but the lady in it is just out of her fucking mind. I mean, she is on like a hunt to kill your ass, and then some.
The business.
No sick days for rookies.
I'm not gonna lose my club.
Watch full seasons. Stream on Hulu.
A lot of commercials in this. All right, here we go. Nice horror movie. Horror movie music. All right, here we go. Oh, I know she's creeping around here somewhere. Oh, Lord. Yeah, the graphics look fantastic. It looks like a school you're in, I guess. It's just showing you the rooms right now. Oh, there she is! Oh, man, she looks creepy. Oh, there she is. She's creeping around. Oh, my God. She just stabbed someone in the neck. That's not good. And now she's opening her mouth wide, Visions, like Victor Crawley. You know, like how he ripped someone's mouth open, or whatever the fuck that crazy mongoloid guy, country bumpkin hillbilly guy did, you know. She's got weird fucking yellow glowing eyes. She looks creepy as all fucking hell. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, if Fierce played this, there'd definitely be some genuine jump scares going on, because just by watching this trailer, oh my God, creepy as all hell. But the graphics look fantastic, so I would 100% play this. I mean, this looks amazing. And I'm pretty surprised that the graphics look this amazing. I mean, because I'm not narking on the game, Rezi. I'm just saying it's an old game. That game was made in 2013. So, I mean, that's a long-ass time ago, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right. Just some gays. Wait, that's what I'm saying, DVD Blu-ray guy. Like, Sam would tell me that the computer games, like for the PC and on the computer, they're much more scarier. And then he said some of the computer games are turned into video games, or some of them are on both platforms. So, like when we played Outlast, Sam's like, "Oh yeah, Fears, this is just a straight computer game." And then I guess they made a copy of it. I guess they made a video game I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what Sam was saying. But remember in Outlast, the fucking doctor guy. The doctor guy, even though he only made a couple of cameos in it, that doctor guy, he's naked. So, big naked white guy with a bloody apron on, kind of like Leatherface style. putting his instruments in the fucking urinals and shit. I mean, it was all over the fucking place. Good game, though. Good game. Resi says, I'll send you my jump scare after the stream. Yeah, send it to me, Resi. I want to see it. I want to see the jump scare. Send it to me. So, yeah. Let's see here. Let me scroll down. Let's see here. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Well, no, Blinky, he got sick at 47, but my dad died at 65. So he was almost 66. Almost. But he died at 65. D-Man says, my condolences on his 1-year anniversary of passing. Well, thank you, D-Man. I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say. Very nice of you to say. I doubt that, DVD Blu-ray guy. He says, Visions is going to ditch Fears, and it'll just be Fears, me, and Twinkle Toes. You know what? I'll be honest. Twinkle Toes kind of freaks me out. I don't know if I can hang out with Twinkle Toes. I've already talked to Visions about this. When I come to visit, I may have to just take a pass on Twinkle Toes, you know. You know, he kind of freaks me out, Visions. I'm just being honest. But, I don't know. We'll see. Definitely going to hang out with Visions and DVD Blu-ray guy, but I don't know about Twinkle Toes. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You know, he was just dangling his feet. I don't know. The guy just kind of creeps me out, Visions. I don't know. I'm sure he's a nice guy. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know. We shall see. Let's see here. Let me scroll down here. Girl Gamer says, I named the girl in the video game Bloody Mary. Well, what's her actual name, Girl Gamer? What's her? Does she actually have an actual name in the Home Sweet Home? Yeah, she's got like blood all over her mouth. That's probably why you call her Bloody Mary. And she's stabbing people with like a razor blade. I mean, a switchblade. And that little school outfit. She's just creepy as all hell, you know? Pretty creepy. Pretty creepy stuff, you know? All right. Anyway. Well, Blinky, I don't know what happened to Sam. You know, I don't know what he's going through. He hasn't really talked to anyone in the community, and I've tried to reach out. And I just got sick and tired of reaching out, you know? I mean, you can't force someone to talk to you, so I thought, well, maybe I'm reaching out too much, and maybe he's going through some shit, so I haven't reached out in quite a long time. I'm going to try one last hurrah, you know, around Christmas time. You know, I'm going to try to call him before Christmas, and then on Christmas, I'm going to text him. But he's got my number, you know. So hopefully I'll get a call or a text even before Christmas. I was like, well, maybe I should wait until he reaches out, you know. Because I was nothing but a nice guy and a good friend to Sam. I don't know what happened. I really don't. Like, I keep rewinding our last hangout, and everything was fine. We went to dinner, we went extra, we had so much fun. He just kind of like vanished, and as much as I am worried about him, as I am worried about him, but you know, people said they've heard from him here and there, and I hope he's doing all right. I don't know. No, I've never had a friend just vanish like that, you know. So I don't know. So, I don't know. Anyway. So, well, DVD Blu-ray, right? Someone told me that's probably a fake Sam in there. So, I don't think it's the real Sam. You know, I don't think it's the real Sam in LC's Discord. Because even LC told me, he goes, Fears, that guy in there says some wild shit. He goes, it doesn't sound like the actual Sam. So me and LC, we're thinking that may be a fake Sam in LC's Discord. I'm just going by what people have told me. So I don't know if that's actually him. If it's actually him in there, then I'm glad he's doing okay, you know? So yeah. So. Resi says, no idea, actually. Okay, I was just curious if she actually had a name in the video game, Resi, so, yeah. Were you being a Twinkle Toes? Was I being a Twinkle Toes Visions? I don't know. I don't know. I get a vibe off of. I get a weird vibe off of Twinkle Toes. Like that mask that he wore, Visions, kind of freaked me out. I don't know what that is. It looks kind of nuts. I know what gimps are, but I was like, this guy must be really into the gimpage. You know? I'm not. So the mask kind of freaked me out because I had never seen any shit like that until he sent me that video. And I was like, oh, Lord, what the hell is this? So, yeah. I'm just going by what people told me, DVD Blu-ray guy. Like, LC says, Fears, I seriously doubt that's the real Sam. And I was like, all right, well, I said, if it is, then I'm glad he's doing okay. If he isn't. But he just never gave a reason why he left. I don't... And I've tried to reach out. I've never said anything bad about Sam. I do not get it. I was nothing but a good friend to him, you know? And I hope he comes back. I really do, you know? He's a good guy, you know? All right, I'm caught up on the comments, you know? That's true, Blinky, you know? Sometimes friends just change on you. They do, you know? You know? It's good that I have a nice core group of friends. Like I have a good core group of friends. Like, Eric's always been my best friend ever since, like, the 8th grade. Trent, Tommy, Jesse. I call those guys my American Pie group friends. Like, we've been through so much shit together. So much. We even went to the prom together. Like, everybody was in a limo, and we all had our dates. And the only person that didn't come to my prom was our buddy Jesse, because Jesse went to another school. But me, Trent, Eric, Tommy, Brian, Nick, we were all at the prom together. Jesse lived in a different part of Missouri, so he went to a different school, but we were still friends. So yeah. So yeah. So I don't know. That's true. DVD Blu-ray. Sometimes someone just goes. Again, maybe he just needs some time. I don't know. That's why I stopped reaching out. I was like, well, I'm reaching out because I'm concerned, because I care a lot about my friends and my family, but I don't want him to think I'm nagging, you know, because he's got his own life, he's got his own family, he's got his own stuff going on, and, you know, he's saving up for an apartment the last time I talked to him, and he's living with his sister, and he said that he was going to take a cruise with his sister just to get away from the stress. I know he was really stressed out the last time we talked. And he said, I'm taking a cruise soon to hang out with my sister. And I went, good. I'm like, go hang out with your sister, your family, and decompress. I said, yeah. I said, whenever it gets too stressful, I take a vacation too. So I get it. And I said, let me know, you know, whenever you want to hang out when you come back. And then I just never heard from him. So hopefully the long space of me not calling, hopefully when I give him a call around Christmas time, I hope we can talk. I really do. I really hope. Or, like I said, hopefully he reaches out before. Because Sam is a great guy, great friend. And I really hope he comes back, because I am worried about him, you know? So, I don't know. That's all I can say. All right, let's continue on. So now that I'm caught up, let's get on with the next topic. All right. So, I looked up. We've all went to Halloween parties, right? Back in the day, you know. I went to a nice Halloween party last year. It was pretty cool. Let's see. Let me close some windows because I have so many windows up. Let me close the trucks trailer. And let me close the video game trailer. But I brought up some classic. Now, some of these Visions, everybody else, some of these Halloween games I've actually played. Some of them I don't. So the first one, obviously, is a classic. At a Halloween party, everybody has gone to a Halloween party and did bobbing for apples. That's a classic, you know. I've been bobbing for apples, you know, at Halloween parties ever since I was like 6 or 7. That's always a classic. Now, this new game, I've never heard of this. I guess it's like a mix on musical chairs, but it's called Musical Pumpkins. This fun game is a Halloween activity that you can do at a party. Here's how it works. One player rolls the dice, then anyone standing on a pumpkin matches the roll of the number on the dice and has to complete a Halloween activity generated by by the roll of the dice. So basically, if you don't do it in time, then you're out. And depending on how well, and the person can make it up, whatever the activity is. So I had never heard of the musical pumpkins, but that's what they named it online. So let's go to the next game. Pumpkins and Witches Broom Race. Again, I've never heard of this one, but it says, here's how the game works. It says, they said, always a classic game for partygoers. First, divide everyone up into 2 teams and give each person a broom and a mini pumpkin. Each player must use their broom to push the pumpkin across the finish line and back, and send it to the next player. The team that does this 10 consecutive times wins. Fair enough. I've never played that one. Then it says the best costume contest. Well, everyone's had a good costume contest. That one's always good. Now, this next one I have played. So what you do is you take either a real pumpkin or you take like one of those plastic pumpkins that you can get at Walmart, and you make a catapult, and the person, it's called pumpkin catapult. You can use whatever you want. Like when I was young, we used bean bags. So you make a catapult, you put the bean bag on it. The first player on the team that can get 5 bean bags in the pumpkin wins. And it's called Pumpkin's Catapult. I've played that before. I have played that one. That one's a good one. That one is a good one. So, all right, let's continue on. Let's see. The next one. Now, I've never done this, but I found this one online, Visions. I would actually like to play this. It says, create your own Halloween-inspired mini golf course in your backyard, good for parties, and it's called Pumpkin Putt-Putt. And they said make each hole Halloween-related. I would love that. You know, as many miniature golf courses as I've played, I have never, ever played a Halloween-themed miniature golf course. I would love to. So yeah, what's up, Larry? Good to see you. I've leg sack race and I've done wheelbarrow races. Of course, everyone has done a potato sack race at one point in their life. That's a good Halloween fall game too. Yes, I've done many. I've done potato sack races at family events. I've done potato sack races when I was in Boy Scouts. I've done them at church camp. They're always a fun time. That's always good. Always good times. Always good times. All right, next one. But yes, Visions, I'm telling you, if anyone ever made a Halloween putt-putt themed at a party, that would be so kick-ass, man. Because, like I said, as many putt-putts I've went to pirate-themed ones. I've went to the Disney. I've went to every single Disney-themed putt-putt, at least in Florida. I know they've got some in California that I've never got around to. Maybe one day I'll get around to them, but every Disney-themed putt-putt I've went to down here, they're all good. All right, let's continue on. All right, this one's called, I've never played this one. This one's called Shoot the Skeleton. Ready for a bone-crackling good time. To play the game, all you have to do is get a hot glue gun and hot glue gun skeletons to a foam board, and then take your aim with mini squirt guns. The player to shoot 10 skeletons in one turn wins the game. All right. Pretty simple enough. Never played that one. The next one is called Count the Candy Corn. To play this, the debate on how many pieces of candy corn are in the jar. They said take a bunch of candy corn, put them in a jar, and then so one person will know how many's in there. And it says have the guests of the party write down on a piece of paper how many candy corns they think is in the jar, and whoever gets closest to the number or does the actual number wins a prize at the end of the Halloween party. I've done a few of those. At Halloween parties. And you can do them with whatever. You can do them with candy corn. One time, I went to a Halloween party and someone took like those fake eyeballs. You know, those fake eyeballs that you can get for Halloween, and put them in a jar, and there was like 50 or 60 fake eyeballs. So you can pretty much do it with whatever you want, So there it is. All right, and then the last one I found is called Blacklight Halloween Candy Game. They said to play this game as a fun alternative to trick-or-treating. It says, hide all the goblins, 3 biggies, So yeah. All right. By the way, Larry, tonight's homework assignment, bada bing, bada boom, watch this. We're going to be reviewing this tomorrow. Larry, I don't suggest this because there's only a couple of good scenes that are pretty funny. The rest of it is hot garbage served on a plate. Not good. I was very displeased. I was like, for a John Carpenter film, I was expecting more. So, Visions, you definitely dodged a bullet. I was expecting more, but at least I have it on Blu-ray because there's like 3 or 4 funny scenes in it, Larry. And for the $8 that I spent on it, or however much this was, there's a scene where a guy threatens a woman. I'll cut your tits off, biatch. Oh, I'm sorry, not biatch. He calls her a motherfucker. When he did that, I about lost my mind. So, anyway. I'm going to take off, guys, because we've been going for a long time. We've been going for 2 hours and 31 minutes. It's 3 o'clock. I've got to do some errands before work. So, yeah. Did you already do some movie quotes? I did. I did do some earlier in the stream. But I'm going to take off because I've got some errands to do before work. So, happy midweek. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And I will save the top 10 ways to die for tomorrow or another day because I've been going for a while. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thanks a lot, Visions. Visions waves goodbye. I appreciate that. Always fun hanging out with you guys. I love you guys. You guys are amazing fans. Thank you for all the likes. We got 5 likes today. Thank you so much for all the views, the comments, all your guys' blessings, and always hanging out. I love you guys. And Larry, hang in there on that Titanic vlog, buddy. Hang in there. Hang in there. I'm close. Just Fears needs to get off his ass and do some more editing. I've done edits. I just need to get off my ass more and do some more edits. Time for some shout-outs. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I go, though, don't forget, Visions, everybody, do the homework assignment. Watch Carrie tonight because we are going to be reviewing a little bit of Carrie. I feel bad for her. Crazy, bitchy mom, and then crazy idiots that she has to go to, that she has to put up with in high school. But we've all seen what happens at the end. Because I've seen bits of this. She gets her revenge in the end. Oh, Lord, does she. Oh, my God. So, looking forward to watching it. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Fears Man at FearsMan26. Fears Vlogs, the second channel. Check out FearsMan26 on the old TikTok. We're getting there. We're so close to 9,000. I've been stuck at like 8,290 something. We're getting there. I gained a few subs, then I lost a few subs. I was at like 8,302. Now I'm back to 8,299 or 98. Let's get the subs back up. Come on. Help me out. All right. And last, but certainly not least, Visions has got some more new merch on his channel, so check out Visions. Lord Visions, King of the Goths. Check him out. My buddy, my pal. Check him out. And this is Fears. Lord Fears. Signing off. Damn, that's some good coffee. All right, I'm taking off. But I will see you guys later. Peace. Deuces. All right, bye.